So slowly transitions. 5. We got a whispered 5 this time. Hello! Thank you for joining us on our 8th episode of Awakenings. We are, as you can see, down a few players as their characters have sort of met their decisions. No, stop it. Get out of here. None of them died a horrible death. As a matter of fact, Ava rolled incredibly at the end. But we are down to our last 3 characters here as they navigate the afterlife. But before we get into that and all of our stuffs, we're going to let everyone introduce themselves, what they're playing, plans or other streams that they have coming up, anything they're excited for, and who they're playing tonight. And I will get started with Joe, because he's always here on time. And I do appreciate it. So, Joe, go for it.
Hello. Yeah.
That's it.
No, I'm Joe, and I'm playing Ben. He's a sorcerer, mostly a tiefling, completely for sure, and just trying to deal with gruesome death. And don't get to be like Ava rolled incredibly, so no horrible death. Still a horrible death right up top, and then just we got some other places and maybe some happy endings a little bit, but still died horrifically first episode. So did everybody, and so it's intense. It's a lot is happening, and people are disappearing now in good or bad ways. And now it's just us. And I'm here with 2 people who don't like it. Well, to be fair, one person doesn't like the other because they don't like each other, but one of them's fine with the other one, and the other one's terrified of that first one. But when I'm not here, I'm on Dispel Logic on Sundays. I think we're finally going to be back doing D&D on Sunday, which is exciting. And when I'm not here or there, I'm on Microcosmic God doing stuff and things. I'm going to do a Mass Effect thing whenever I figure out when I'm going to do that, and it's going to be good and random. The first episode is going to be nuts because I'm going to do the character, and every single slider is going to be a rolled die. I doubt it'll look human. But that's me. And now Evie, go.
I was about to say, the rat has reason, because Locke is creepy as fuck.
Nah.
They're fun, but they're creepy. But hi, I'm Evie, the Disaster GM, currently guest playing-ish on Foozca's channel as Locke, a changeling monk who, yes, has like creepiest smile in the party. Mostly because we have yet to see the rat smile. I don't know if the rat can actually beat me out for that. But normally you can, normally you can find me on Alter Deco Archives running a Cypher system-based game called Empyrean Rising. One of my players is in chat. Hi, Maggie. Much love to you. We are actually playing this Sunday at 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific, where stuff is happening. People probably haven't died. But, whatever. In this game, we're dead, though. In this game, we are dead. We started dead with very, very horrific.
Hold on, we started alive.
Deaths.
Don't take that away from Foos. Foos killed us.
No. You started dead.
We started with our deaths, I'll say.
There you go.
But yes, so it is very fun. Love my fellow players, and I'm going to hand it off to the other fellow player, Nanners.
Thank you. I am Nanners, Nanario. Any conjugation of that word is perfectly fine by me. I play Thelonious, a Skaven who is tragically surrounded by no-furs. One of which has entirely too many teeth, and the other one is a tiefling, and it's very, very kind of confused. He's got to stay on his toes, make sure he doesn't get bitten or stolen from. It's interesting. We're gonna hopefully see a peaceful resolution. Who knows? It shall be nice. He does have a bloodworm in a jar, though, and he's very excited about that. So he has a lot to play with, at least. But yeah, I'm excited. We are. I know I said this last week, and I'll probably say it again next week, but we're trying to end Legacy potentially tomorrow. Who knows what'll actually happen? That's the plan. After that, we are going to be running Shadowrun. It was the last fucking thing I did on this earth.
He was holding so much back with that. We are going to be rolling Shadowrun already.
Oh my goodness, it's like the fates have aligned, but it's okay. I'll be all right. But yeah, session 0.0.1 will be on next Friday, hopefully, the 15th.
Mhm.
And you get to watch a bunch of people who have never fucking played that system ever stumble around a bunch of D6s and not know what the hell to do. So it should be fun. Fooz's giving you goddamn character soon.
I'm gonna
I may
do
have
what
to
you
come
do
get
to
you.
me, which is give it to you in the final hour. So you give me a deadline, I will give it to you the millisecond
All
before
right,
that.
but you have to do it like me. So you're gonna have to give it to me
Okay.
in the final hour, but you got to give me 4.
Wait, Nanners, you just got a
I'll go
loophole.
with 2.
Set the deadline to tonight, and then Foos will
His
have to
deadline's
get
not
it done.
tonight. His deadline is
know,
absolutely not
Foos
tonight.
can't set the deadline. It's your deadline. It's okay. Foos can't hear me while I'm whispering like
Okay,
this.
that's
So
a
you
good point.
should.
That's a good point. Thank you. I will absolutely retroactively make the deadline tonight.
It's a combination of the whispering and covering your mouth. I don't know who said it or
Ah,
if anyone's
God.
even speaking.
Did anyone say anything? I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
don't think so.
Before Foos and I devolve into sibling bickering, I will kick it back over to here. Here you go.
We never devolve into sibling bickering. What do you mean?
You rarely
Well,
evolve out of it.
I think that's what it is, really.
Yeah.
There are times where, like, Dubs can sense that I'm going to bother him just from, like, the smile I give him. He's like, oh, God, it's a little sister annoying smile. And then he's just an onslaught of pokes or bothers of some kind, tickles, perhaps. Disturbing
Yep.
the peace. So, yes, siblings things run deep. Anyway, hello, I'm Foos. I am the DM for this short series, Awakenings. We are down to our last 2 episodes. Actually, Flanny, it's the penultimate episode. That's for you. I'm sure you're not here, but he loves that word so
word.
much. So
He does.
I try and use it whenever I can because of Flandy. So we're doing this today, obviously, and then tomorrow, as Thunder says, hopefully Legacy. We're off for difficult terrain this weekend, and the rest of my week's kind of light, which is nice. And then, as Thunder's mentioned, our Shadowrun will become a real thing eventually. And every other Monday, you can find me on Rev's channel where I'm playing Cavalli, a gnome kineticist, who's just a ball of chaos, and it's wonderful. And I love those guys so much; they're amazing. But yes, I think that's it for announcements or things that we're looking forward to or things that we're doing. And we'll hop into the recap for Awakenings and back into the action with these 3 remaining souls. So, starting off with 5, Cal left an episode or 2 episodes ago as he seemed to split into various memories or versions of himself, and the team fought off a hag to reclaim all of them, in which he seemed to have been posed with a choice as to where his soul was to leave. And he chose what seemed to be a peaceful option, where he was reliving pleasant memories. And afterwards, upon exiting and sort of giving a quick check-in with each other, although I think it was Rahani just being with the mom vibes, just like, how's everyone doing? Are we okay? Consensus was not really okay, but soon after, Rahani seemed to have another memory kind of spill out around everyone that blocked everyone off again from the avatar, who did manage to replenish some of your cooldowns and your hit points, things like that. But as you disappeared into it, you found yourself in a room where a hag had posed various different hobgoblin bodies, many of which seemed to be Rahani's. And her parents were also floating above pools of blood as well, as you were all fighting a blood hag of some kind. So with a combat that, I couldn't save out of a blind, and that really just fucking turned the goddamn tables, let me tell you. That was so clutch, and it was hilarious, because I was like, I'll save out of it. I won't use any of her cooldowns or nothing for it, or any of these DM dice. Also, I couldn't, because I was so far away that the D4s would not have passed anyway. So I was like, it's fine. Nope, never saved out of it the whole time. So with incredible luck, but also tactics, the team was able to fight her out of some memories that she was attempting to reclaim of Rahani's, while also defeating her. And also in rerouting the blood, I don't think I ever told Joe this, but in rerouting it, she wasn't able to splash the blood on everybody again. So that's why she did it twice and then never again, because it wasn't refilling, and there was not enough blood in the cauldron for her to do that again. So So Ben really kind of controlled that fight, whether that was on purpose or not. It was fantastic. So
I mean, it was intentionally hoping to disrupt something.
you
And all
did.
any chance I can use to make Mold Earth effective in any situation, I love that spell.
It's great. No, it was great.
Yeah,
It was a good move, and it was great.
At one point, I was thinking about like just full on knocking over the cauldron,
Ooh.
but then like Maya's character, or not Maya's character, Eva's character, used to Maya being on your channel.
Yeah.
Maya's not in this game.
Yeah.
And you were talking about her before game 2, so I am very lucky. It's like, but you know, like Eva's character, Ronnie, was like right there at the fucking cauldron the entire time. I'm just like, I will knock it onto her. I'll knock it onto her.
Yeah, she kept losing her movement because she was split between memories. And every time it was her turn again, she had to roll to see what she would lose, essentially. And each time it was her movement. So she was just rooted in place dealing with these memories.
Just all of her movement. She just was not able to move at all.
I nearly drowned in that cauldron, which would have been my 3rd drowning across all of D&D.
Dude,
And-
there were so many things that were amazing about that. You passed the saving throw, you were resistant to the burning damage that was there anyway, and she had to jump into the memories. But I fully wanted her to hold you there, and I was like, she can't. She's got shit to do.
It would have been so poetic. I'd have been like, man, I never expected that number to go up, but
Yeah, I know. Right?
two drownings already
already
feeling a lot.
died.
Is that
Anyway.
drowning if you can breathe?
I mean,
don't need to breathe.
I suppose in this case, it might have just been burning.
In this case,
Yeah.
it would be like drowning damage, but like I had a whole fucking description for this. It would be like drowning damage that would equate to it, but for flavor, it was essentially the burning blood going down your esophagus and all that,
Still
that
counts.
that damage essentially. So it was like drowning in a different way, kind of from burning from the inside out. But anyway, so a fight with a hag happened. Some incredible moves were made, incredible rolls, really awesome stuff from the team, and at the end, it seemed as though Rahani managed to contact a friend who, incredibly also, this was an NPC that she talked about being a contact of Rahani's, and with an incredible persuasion check, made it so that there was a chance that this friend could attempt her resurrection. So it seemed to have gone off successfully, with the team doing everything they could to keep her soul intact and also get the hag away from her. And at the very end, Rahani said her goodbyes and faded off, resurrected successfully from the efforts of the various people in the temple. Although for a moment the hag did arrive in the temple, and had she one turn, would have fucked some shit up, but she did not get to it in time, which again, this team was doing incredible. So the blind fucked her up, and a lot of split decision making made her have to make some tough choices. But Rahani did also make a deal with Black Eyes and a White Void, who offered to take care of the hag, or so it may seem, in which case she did agree, and whatever sort of white eye affliction was on her for a moment, she transferred over to the hag, but it didn't seem as though anything happened other than her eyes turning white. But as the memory started to fade around everybody, and the vision of the hag and the blood-soaked area started to fade from view, the three of you are coming to in this space that is getting thinner. The moats aren't as populous around you anymore, and it's probably down to about 50 or 40% of what you normally started off with. There's still plenty to give you light, and they're still going about at their normal speed, but most have faded off at this point. And the avatar is a little bit off from you, probably 50 or so feet away from where she normally is, but seems to kind of be searching the area at the moment. But you guys are all back, and Rahani is gone. And with the three of you here, I get to congratulate Evie, as you are the winner of the inspiration tonight. So congratulations, you have the D20. And I think that's all we needed to review. now that we're good. But yes, I will leave it back to you guys as you have returned to this space, Rahani-less. Oh, geez, I'm going to move all of the stars or the motes by
There we
accident.
go. We've
There we
recruited more. Thank you, Sentient Nimbus. You're a champion.
Oh, thanks, man. I got a DM inspiration. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Thank
wait,
you
no,
very
get
much.
out of here.
Yay! Has anyone got another inspiration? I feel like someone's always here giving you player. Oh, I don't see one yet.
No, I'm
No.
slowly turning the tide. We're acquiring people who think correctly. I mean, like me.
I just realized I could super cheat and just make the DM inspiration way cheaper, but I'm not going to do that.
Oh, turn the timer
That would
down.
be
No
amazing.
timer.
Just no timer, just straight DM inspiration. No.
Also, before we get into it, so I don't step on any moments, I just wanted to ask two-part question. Do you have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh monsters in your games? And is Black Eyes White Void more or less powerful than Blue Eyes White Dragon?
I will not comment on this nonsense. How dare you?
Time to die.
I say that I will not comment on this nonsense, but every time I had to roll a wisdom saving throw on Ravaya, I was like, Nenuz, you have activated my trap card. It's time for me to complain about how Rangers are the only class that do not have proficiency in their spellcasting modifier. Anyway.
I was gonna say it's only one of two things I know about Yu-Gi-Oh, but I do know trap card. But otherwise, you just gotta believe in the heart of the cards, and now that's everything that I know.
I put out 100% of my Yu-Gi-Oh knowledge, and I'm dry.
Oh,
All that nonsense aside, Thelonious, Locke, and Ben, what do you do as you come back to the thinning moats and the nebulous environment that you have been trapped in for quite some time?
that's a good question. So she left. There's less moats. I
this
don't
is
think.
depressing. Not that it's that you lot left. Sorry, that sounded. It's just we all died, which was bad, and then we were sort of a group, and now that's not even true, and we're all gonna do something and die again, or die different, or finally die. It's not great, is my point. And I do want to ask in particular: is someone gonna try and take your soul, Felonius, or are you just gonna go quietly to your Horned Rat King guy? Because I don't want to deal with whatever that looks like the way we had to with the last two.
I think I've heard about your kind before. Hold on. They called it it starts with a D. What is it? Depressed. I figured it out. Yes. Smart rat, am I? Skaven are immune to such things. No, the great horned rat is coming for me.
And you're just gonna go quiet like and be happy about that, and no one's gonna have to fight horned rats. Great, that's reassuring. So what have you got going on that's not horned rats?
Honestly speaking, I don't know.
Great.
Well, as I had briefly mentioned to our currently lost companion, friend, were we supposed to have been friends? I don't know. Distracted. As I briefly mentioned to her, I had honestly thought prior to my death that changelings don't get an afterlife. So this is all entirely new and unexpected and more than I thought I was going to get. It's a lot more fighting than I expected.
Many-Tooth Burglar is on borrowed time.
I have a feeling that it might have been stolen, which is on brand for me.
Clever and well executed. Well done. Yes.
So we're supposed to still follow the moats, you think? Because there's not a lot left. Are we just waiting around for somebody to make a thing happen?
Well, I would not consider myself exactly the most educated in our current matters or anything involving the afterlife. There was a level of disinterest when you think that you're not actually going to participate in it. So I think that the choices before us are either wait around to get attacked again or proactively move forward and eventually still get attacked again. Is this like the 9 trials of Bardo or something?
I don't know. I'm starting to think it's some sort of tricksy test where if you loop back, you end up at the beginning, and the trick was to never move, and you'd be right up at the front the whole time, and then someone's gonna yell, "Gotcha!"
The 9 trials of Baldo? None of you have fur.
Bardo, the traversing of the afterlife and never mind. Should we pay Rochambeau or something to determine whether we should move forward or not?
Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna just start going forward.
Yeah, because rock, paper, scissors would have been great between 3 different people playing at the same time.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep moving forward, and then 90% of his attention, if you're gonna call for like a perception check, just it's gonna be on the blood room. So just as an FYI, he's just gonna be that's his new toy. That's what he's looking at. Good times.
Except for the part where money doesn't matter anymore, I bet you a Goldie eats that worm.
Oh my god. And you're focusing on it, you would notice that the worm never stops moving. And in a way, it almost reminds you of yourself, as the Skaven don't ever seem to kind of sit still. But it's not much of a sort of twitchy movement, which is what you would expect, since it's detached. Maybe it's kind of in its death throes, whatever it might be. But there seems to be almost a sentient slithering about it.
Endless energy, perpetual motion machine. And he's just gonna keep trying to find uses for this thing.
Give me an investigation check, actually, while you're looking at it. Trying to find a use for this thing.
Let's see. I mean, there's always like the time-honored tradition of just throwing it in one of your friends' beds, but it's
Oh my god, there ain't no beds out here.
yeah, it's less of an option here.
This is the same roll. Fantastic.
That is a
yeah, I mean, it's just kind of moving as if nothing really happened, but it doesn't seem to even be in any kind of panic that you can notice. Despite the fact that you rolled 2 4s. You very roughly shoved it into this container, but it doesn't even seem bothered by that. It's just sort of moving about.
Excellent.
No. Excellent. Oh my gosh. As the 3 of you continue onward, others a little more outwardly bothered than others, but you continue floating on. And you travel for a little bit before the avatar seems to recognize that you've moved and catches up, kind of floating beside you again. There's this bit of a lag for the way she's moving, and after a bit of travel, she seems to speak once again out loud. Oh, souls, I can hardly sense what's left. Of those who have departed, I don't believe the warring entities for their souls won out. I do believe they have found peaceful resolutions. But that doesn't mean it will be the same for the 3 of you. I will continue to watch and monitor as best I can. But I do sense the time is running out for the 3. You may have to
great
make
so
decisions.
far. Sorry.
No, you're good. You may have to make decisions very soon. To the best of your ability, I recommend that you stay together as long as you can. I believe your souls may become untethered should they not anchor themselves within each other. But I will be here.
Hooray.
She's just saying that we need to, become ceremoniously bound or something, because we did just lose, the religious person that would theoretically be able to do that.
Could you tell her to be over there instead of here?
No, as we have learned, she cannot hear us. She also can't really say much of any help or do anything to prevent us from being attacked or really be helpful in any way, shape, or form. But hey, she's here, so that's basically nothing.
She restored our health, and
You know what? That is fair. I'm being bitter, and she did help in a big way. All right, fine. You get a pass. I'm in a bad mood.
I think that's his only mood. Yes.
So before we, or at least I, intended to attempt to keep my distance from her because giant glowing thing with a weapon, but do you remember if either of the others attempted to actually make contact beyond us yelling at her on occasion?
I don't think so.
The big one claimed vows of matrimony.
I'm pretty sure that Ava did that, out of character.
Oh, then never mind.
No, she came back and Rahani shouted, "Big wife!"
How far away is this giant glowing deific figure?
Now she's kind of her usual 30 or so feet away. And that's only because of the distance of within you guys in the center of the moats and her kind of on the outside. But when she was trailing behind, she was that distance from the moats and then further back. But she's kind of right up beside you now.
This might hurt, because we can experience pain and death, which is, again, strange. But wish me luck. And then Locke is going to bolt in her direction to see if they can make some sort of contact to maybe find a way to communicate with her.
All right. The closer you get, the more the light just seems to get brighter. And it feels as though it shouldn't feel like it gets brighter. She's already as bright as she can be, but it's to the point where even if you close your eyes, even in this sort of astral experience, it goes through your eyelids and it is just white. It is nothing but radiant light that is bleeding through every part of you. But to Locke's relief,
Fully expect
it
to be
doesn't
blind.
hurt.
Expect to be blind.
I'm gonna come out of this permanently blind, guys, just in case you're wondering, for the sake of experimentation. But as you continue onward in that blinding light, you're starting to feel slight focus. But it's not of hers. She doesn't seem to even acknowledge that you're getting close to her. Not that you could see, but for the other two watching, there's no change in her body language as Locke seems to kind of disappear into her bright aura. But Locke, go ahead and roll me a d12, please.
God.
Well, it's just me and you now, Felonious, which don't take this the wrong way. Kind of a bummer. I think that increased my odds of seeing horned rats.
She was vaporized.
I mean, about to be, probably.
I'd like to know secrets. How does she do that? Too bright, too bright.
Well, yeah, that is her.
Bright is not. Are you always sad?
I don't always die, Felonious. Other times, I was just living my goddamn life.
suppose that's true. Do you want? I have concoctions, pharmaceutical remedies.
For what?
I don't know.
Are you trying to give him antidepressants? Here you have some rat-made Valium.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
But while the two of you are having a fantastic conversation, Locke, the focus comes in the form of your memories. And while you were within the moats, you've had creatures who forcibly stuck you in a very painful memory. You've been reliving some like interactive memories with your companions. There has been just like all kinds of
memories have been theirs, other than that one of the little guy walking.
Correct.
I keep saving out of them.
Correct. Yeah, you're doing a great job saving out of them. But this, it almost feels like it's not being sort of forced upon you, or it doesn't seem painful. Whereas the memory it brought up previously when you were being attacked was a very particular painful one due to the betrayal that you were reliving at the moment. This instead feels almost like a celebration of the positive moments, perhaps. The memories that you didn't possibly realize while you were alive, but the things that Locke really held dear to themselves. And you're not losing focus of where you are either. You are still blind. However, you do know that you're still floating in the astral. You can vaguely hear the voices of Ben and Thelonious behind you. But in focusing on the more pleasant and perhaps positive memories of Locke, which memory do you think would come up for them?
Locke personally probably would have expected it to be the childhood prior to the changeling things starting to happen before puberty hit. But it's actually like 15, 16 years old. And they have essentially the start of a little urchin thieving crew that they're just having a very joking dinner with them, going over some of the loot that they have scavenged. Book is making notes about information that they intend to sell, having listened by some windows. And it's just a nice, relaxed, joking, like teenage ruffian type of environment in a random rundown house in the city.
And as you start focusing on this memory, Thelonious and Ben, for the first time you see the avatar kind of look down in the general direction of wherever Locke seemed to have disappeared into her life. But in looking down for a moment, the sort of braids around her kind of radiating from her head, you see her reach down with her hand, the one that is not holding the spear. And Locke, you can't see it because the blinding light has taken over at this moment. But you feel a warmth against your back. And the longer it kind of stays there, it seems to kind of radiate and pulse out. You're still kind of... The memory is still there, but you're again still aware of your surroundings. But you start feeling a bit more restored at the moment. And the longer you wait there, the better you start feeling. And the more other pleasant memories start coming back to you. But everyone in the area hears her speaking aloud. Oya believes life must be celebrated. And must be remembered for the important moments. Not just the strife. But while you're here, you heal back to full.
Long rest?
You'll stay here long enough, so yes, you eventually get a long rest.
It's basically one of those things of the effects of a long rest, or is it just that my hit points heal?
Right, exactly. Because if you just got hit points, it wouldn't be the long rest. But essentially, over time, you would feel more of your physical self being healed. So that's why I was like, unless Locke peels away, because the avatar won't, you find yourself slowly getting healed again and rested again.
That's a nice thought, but I think Oya would put less strife in the world if that were the case.
That doesn't line up with my philosophy at all.
I am going to mark it as a short rest because I'll take the healing, and I think the short rest gives me back my key anyway.
Yeah.
So
no problem.
And that it doesn't give me back my dailies, but feeling that healing sensation, because these two, the reason why they have been like repeatedly speaking with and interacting with these two over the others, is that they remind her and them of that group of like urchins. Rough and irritable and combative, and the Skaven, like afraid of shit but wildly overconfident. It just reminds them so much of their crew that they had when they were that they had when they were still a teenager before everybody just kind of split off to do their own thing. So I'm going to sacrifice that long rest, essentially, to try and heal back out and try to convince the other two to also take a dive in the light swimming pool.
That's going to be a hard sell.
As I was saying, depressed one, I have something for you. We give this to the servants to help them bat chai.
Why would I do that?
Oh well, don't try it right now. It's kind of like a short booster, if you will. But you'll find it helpful. I promise. Yes.
I'm just gonna shrug and take whatever it is, put it in a pocket of some kind. All right, okay.
I'm going to burn a spell slot to create an elixir of boldness using my experimental elixir. And that's what I'm handing to you.
Amazing.
Also, great news. Side effect was often tail growth. You already have tail, so it's good.
Yeah, but now it would be longer.
Or possibly another one, but we'll find out.
Nice. I mean, fuck it, we're dead.
What does it look like as Locke sort of stumbles their way out of the light in the general, because you cannot see?
It's that initial like flashbang effect of like they're trying to feel in front of themselves before realizing that it's not like there's furniture or anything for them to stumble over. So they just kind of follow. They have very high passive perception. So they follow their ears mostly back towards the other two and are probably still blinking away the light, get a little closer to you, Polonius, than they have been trying to be, because they're trying to keep like a good 10 or 15 feet between you guys at the minimum because you are afraid of them. So they like drift significantly closer because you are also very loud. As they like come out of the light, and they're just like, it's strange to say this. I'm not sure which of you I'm talking to at the moment because that was very, very bright. I suggest maybe wrapping your face, but I do feel not necessarily emotionally better, though possibly emotionally better, but certainly I don't feel as if my being is gradually like drifting away. I feel whole again. So there's something to that what she did before, and I fully suggest trying to headbutt her in the stomach like I did.
As Locke is saying all of this, the two of you watched as they emerged from the brightness, and every seemingly pore or hair on their head seems to be glowing, and it almost looks like a galaxy in its own way. The sort of dark gray, regular tone of their skin contrasting kind of beautifully against the shimmering lights that have just lit up along every single spot of her figure, or their figure, excuse me. And it is almost angelic until Locke starts speaking, and it seems as though the mouth and the eyes, as they're focusing again, are fully bright, fully light, radiant, pouring out of their mouth and eyes as they're describing the experience and expecting you to go do the same.
So you see, Ben, ask your apothecary if alchemy is right for... Didn't die! Why did it come back? What? It's even brighter now! What is going... I thought it was vaporized!
I thought that as well. You're glowing and whatnot.
I can't exactly see at the moment, but good to know. Like, in an alarming fashion, perhaps, or just faintly glowing because I was recently healed. Type of glowing.
I forget if we could physically make whatever equates to physically here, make contact with one another before. I feel like people have been pinched.
Yeah,
I have pinched several people.
Straight up, just gonna just kind of reach out slowly and just like poke a shoulder just to see what's going on with all this glowing.
I'm assuming that you just poke my shoulder.
Probably.
Okay, so
Take
like
66 radiant damage.
monk reflexes, I'm going to immediately grab your hand.
And now we're holding hands again.
Oh, it's the... Am I third wheeling? No!
I don't think there's any wheels. I don't intend for these situations to happen.
From the poke as well as just the movement, there seems to be just sort of like almost like discharging of like radiant particles off of Locke as it happens. The poke was just a gentle sort of like almost like spritzing of that, but the movement alone, just like almost an extra spectral hand of hers of just radiant light, seems to just kind of dissipate into the environment.
Like gradually, all right, this is not a Pratt hand. Ben?
Well, yeah.
Rats don't have hands, they have paws.
Alright, so like pats you on approximately the back of the hand and then goes, I'm starting to kind of be able to see again, mostly kind of outlines. But I do feel better, and it was not unpleasant.
I mean, I want to say what's the point, but at the same time, this is going to happen to somebody again, and if the only joy I have left is fucking someone up because they stepped to me, then why not be in a good spot for that? And I'll just start drifting off to go, like, I'm like 50-50, like, well, let's put me in a better spot to fight, or maybe I just get vaporized. That might be easier. Maybe it was just you got lucky. I don't know.
Either way, I'm fine.
Oh no.
Locke, are you staying with Thelonious or are you going in for round two?
Well, is Thelonious moving further away from me, moving towards the light, still screaming in terror because a glowing Locke approached them? What's Thelonious doing?
This is like, it's a lot of teeth, it's a lot of light. Just, you can't see. He doesn't know how you see to begin with because you don't have pupils. So it's a very strange situation in general. But he doesn't hear like screams of pain or anything from
Ben? No.
From Ben?
So far, no.
I don't like this.
I will tow you out of there quickly if you scream in pain.
Probably too late. Oh, oh, I have idea. And he's gonna go into his bag and take out his gas mask and like fucking tie it on and like ratchet the lenses so they're darker. He's like, this is much better. Let's see that. And obviously he's talking in a mask now, so that I have the effect. I can go do it. It's probably gonna blow up my fucking thing though. But anyway, while I try to not blow up my stream thing, yeah, he's gonna mask up and.
All right. Just grumbling though.
So, I'm keeping close enough to either help Thelonious and Ben, or like watch them or something if something goes wrong. But I, as Locke, would not know that it would increase to the effects of a full rest if I go back in. So mostly it's this was helpful. That felt really nice. They kind of remind me of the people that I was remembering and had kind of forgotten. I want to help them.
Yeah. So.
Who wouldn't want to help someone I believe you described as gruff and irritable and combative?
I want you to know, if you bite me, I'll scream.
I do not intend to bite you. Generally speaking, I don't bite people, which is very bright. I can't exactly see you anymore, but I can kind of hear you if you keep talking, so I can catch you if necessary. Because Locke did not think of the fact that they would be blinded again.
Yeah, you were like pretty much recovering just in time to get back into the blinding light.
Oh, yeah.
But for Ben and Thelonious, give me D12s as well, please.
Oh my god.
You'd like that,
I would.
wouldn't you?
Okay, it's another 5.
All right, Joe. You left plenty of meat on that bone. We can roll right under that. Here we go. Yes.
Leonard's like, you set a bar, I'll go under it. You just wait. Give me some time. But as the 3 of you now are re-entering, or entering for the first time for 2 of you, the avatar's light, you all are blinded, much like you watched Locke under the effects. And again, warmth kind of comes over you. And again, a memory is brought to your attention that doesn't otherwise make you forget your environment. For Ben, it's much like what Locke was experiencing, in that something pleasant comes up. Maybe something that you didn't think of very often, maybe a memory that you haven't even thought of in a long time, but something formative, something positive and important to Ben. And while you are getting this type of memory, Thelonious, yours is a little bit different. It's still positive, and you can still make out Locke behind you just speaking and kind of attempting to not lose track of you, but stay close enough. But as the light just overtakes your senses, you start remembering your life-altering discovery, which was your experiments, and the pride has started to kind of fill you with, and what that memory kind of meant to you. But I'll go back to Ben. What memory comes to focus for Ben?
What it is remembering leaving his hometown, which in itself was negative stuff led up to leaving, and leaving itself was negative. Basically, nothing about this should be positive, which is why this isn't something he's thought about in a while. But there is the fact that Irden, who was there in his final moments, wasn't someone he saw that often because he was out and about, and kind of basically he and his other core friends had kind of grown off to do different things. So it was one of the last times everybody was there. Because with Ben leaving, it was significant enough that his friends knew about it, and so they met outside. Like they didn't like one of the like outlying smaller places where they could meet and kind of reminisce. Basically, it was just no one's acknowledging the fact that you're going away because we don't need to, because it sucks. We're going to remember all the times where you were here. And so it's kind of a memory that encapsulates a bunch of smaller memories, because it's people talking about the past and just remembering, kind of just experiencing kind of the hustle and bustle of downtown from the eyes of youth. So everything's bigger and grander, kind of exploring nooks and crannies and occasionally running off into the surrounding woods, because that's what Eardon would want to do, talking about the craftsmanship with his blacksmith friend, Gavric. So just kind of just the reasons he was connected to those people, because after that moment was a lot of long stretches of not seeing those friends in particular and not really making much in the way of new ones. So it's just this kind of last hurrah.
And Thelonious, what was your discovery in your lab similar, or scene like?
I was mixing Nightshade, and I was trying to use just some basic sludge that we have here. Tons of toxic sludge. It's readily made available materials was my thing, because warpstone is just too hard to find. Anyway, yeah, we were mixing. And Servant came in, and random explosion poofed in their direction, and it just melted his face right off. And I was like, yes, that's what I want right there. That is amazing. I alerted the others, and we brought some criminals in, and we melted their faces again, and we knew that the new warp fire gas was made, and could be made however we would like. And that opened a new division, and I became well on my way to Grand Alchemist.
And as those memories are coming over the two of you, you guys also experience a long rest in this radiant brightness that has left you blinded, unfortunately. As the pleasant memories are settling within you, all three of you can roll me an insight check as this occurs.
Is it insight against myself?
No?
Damn.
Well, kinda. Oh, shit.
That tracks not an advantage.
What an adorable no.
I think about it for a second. But Locke, it hits you first, and it might just be because you experienced it first and had a bit more of a thorough experience on your own without the kind of noise pollution of the other two right beside you. But much like Rahani was starting to feel and notice, you're recognizing that you're starting to forget other memories. And it doesn't seem like it was spurred on by this interaction, by getting into the avatar, but instead it just seems to be your exposure to this afterlife, this space, wherever you are, you're slowly forgetting certain parts of yourself. And whatever you just remembered, it feels like that will never be taken from you. Whatever happens next, whatever memories are faded away or taken forcefully by whatever experiences you have, that one will stay, for sure. And Ben, I think you just kind of also come to the conclusion that other less important memories are also starting to fade from you as well. Not enough to kind of be anything formative. Personality is still intact, but smaller details are being lost, for sure. Thelonious, you do not have advantage, so it's just really bright in this bitch. It's bright and this was a good time, but you're not catching anything else.
Excellent. That tracks. That's exactly.
Then I need to
exactly
leave immediately. Whether or not they're important, they're mine, damn it, and you can't have them.
I gotta go. But as two of you are coming to this conclusion, the avatar does seem to shift around you, and none of you can see currently so you're not quite aware of it, but just in the sort of radiant brightness, as well as the memories that you were kind of reliving at the moment, seem to kind of fade just a little bit, enough for you to kind of recognize that she's kind of stepped away from you for a second. And you were able to kind of hear her movements, her armor, her wings kind of flapping. But at the moment, you can hear her armor moving in what almost seems to be a frantic pace. And her tone kind of changes quite quickly as she seems to speak up once more. Embrace those memories, but souls, something else is coming. Right? Entities for each of you. I've seen this happen before and I wasn't able to do anything, but this time will be different. I will protect you to the best of my abilities. But I once again will say, a decision is coming up for you. And I cannot help you with that. But I can at least help it in this way. And because you're not able to see, there's just seemingly intense movement happening around you. And just from the sounds of her armor, I think for those of you, probably everyone but Thelonious, your studies have otherwise kept you doing other things. But more of those two who have seen a little bit more combat, it feels like she's throwing things or perhaps like adjusting something around her and around you all. And there seems to be almost like gusts of winds that are sort of circling around you and almost feels like a tornado is whirring around all three of you. Well, four, I guess, including Skeevo, who is here as well. But, your little homunculus also in this space. But intense winds are picking up, but only around you. It feels like you're in the eye of the storm, and it is very calm here, and that light seems to kind of slowly dissipate. And her voice does as well. I may not see you again. But be blessed.
Yes.
But be blessed by Oya and fight. All of you are under the effect of the bless spell. And it doesn't seem to show any effects of fading off. But as you are in this sort of eye of the storm and it is calm for a moment, it doesn't seem to last. As your eyesight is starting to come back, it seems to confirm what you are starting to feel, which is it feels like you're falling endlessly. The speed seems to hit what Thelonious would absolutely be able to confirm as terminal velocity. It doesn't seem to slow down at any point. You are just falling and falling and falling, and there is wind whirring around you, and your eyesight's coming back. You're surrounded by clouds of some kind. You can still see sort of the starry scape beneath you, and if you look up, you can see the trail of motes getting a little bit further and further away as you all start to fall. And as this all starts to kind of culminate around you, everybody please roll me wisdom saving throws.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Ollie, stop.
Oh, what's up? Oh, shit! Allie! Oh, jeez. Oh, it's his toy!
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. I didn't hear it at all until, like, just now. So whatever the other ones were, I
Don't forget your D4 though. You're blessed.
You are
don't
blessed.
forget you're
blessed.
You're
That's
blessed.
true.
Give me a
Hold
D4.
Oh, this is for the tie. Oh, Joe beat me.
Hey,
There
all right. Okay. As you all seem to start falling through this space, from the other details you're starting to make out, it looks like whatever was being thrown seemed to have been radiant weapons that are almost guiding you in a particular direction. The stars beneath you seem to kind of sparkle and almost feels like another path of motes, separate from the one that you were currently in, but it looks like you're rushing in a direction to another trail, perhaps. And just from the ones that you had seen, it feels more bountiful. The others were thinning, but that looks healthy down there. And as you are falling, Ben, the pleasant memory that you were experiencing just a moment ago is very quickly replaced with memory that has not sat well with you at all. And that is of your death. The bow figure is all you seem to think about as you are falling through this space, the clouds around you, the weapons guiding you in a particular direction. And as you fall through the clouds, you start making out a silhouette that seems to be falling parallel to you with a bow, and looks like he is coming a bit closer.
Great. I'm next. Perfect. I'm going to... I don't know how much time I have to do things.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to first turn to stone.
That's a good start. Okay.
I will help with the arrows.
I mean, it will. It will, though. Okay, so you're turning to stone. Locke and Thelonious, you are both able to see that Ben seems to be preparing for something.
Were we able to maneuver at all?
Yes, you can move around, absolutely.
Did we slow down, or are we still just fucking
You're
falling?
still falling. You are in a free fall right now, downwards.
Free fall
So
fight!
I grab Thelonious's bag and try to catch Ben's jacket, basically just so that we aren't separated.
Okay.
Oh, that's awkward, because I was about to deploy my wings and do a barrel roll. Because if we're free fall fighting, I allegedly would have the edge.
Allegedly.
I don't know what this bow bitch has got, but I
would-
assume his cheating covers flight.
Yeah, or you would break your wings from trying to snap them open.
I'm not trying to stop.
Yeah,
I'm
whatever.
trying to maneuver. I'm trying to steer.
Okay.
Also, whatever. I'm dead. You can't hurt me.
Landy, how many G's is that?
Right.
Could somebody,
Landy, help us.
Yeah.
How many G's does a rat falling at terminal velocity who's about 5'2"?
50 pounds.
50 pounds. I mean, I imagine he's 5'2", fully stretched out, but he's probably sitting at like 3'4" because of his hunched stance. But
You deploy your wings and immediately black out. Sorry.
No, it is hilarious. But as you are all falling and Locke is keeping everyone together, Thelonious, is there anything you're doing?
He is desperately. There's a little like hint of am I being betrayed, because he turns to get into his bag because he has, of course, some kind of solution to this. So he's like fumbling around, and then she grabs his bag like I'm trying to find the potion. But he's going to failing to find it because his bag is pinned. He's going to grab an empty vial and burn a spell slot to create a potion of flying, which will give him a mighty 10 feet per round. But he's not going to drink it just yet because he doesn't know where the fuck the ending is, and he doesn't want to like pound it and then just like run out and then splat anyway. So he'll keep that reserved. But he's as far as like gameplay concerned, he's like just mashing random ingredients and shaking the shit out of it. Like, this better work. But he's doing that.
Yeah, we got Locke trying to keep everyone together,
Mhm.
Rat panicking and shaking the vial, and then Ben just like, I'm afraid of bitch!
Exactly.
What
These are
do
the
they
last
say?
two.
Irritable and combative?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Listen,
correct.
the fact that you're coming correct doesn't mean it's okay.
But as you continue to fall, the speed of that silhouette, kind of lost in the clouds around you, continues to keep pace until eventually it seems to kind of work its way through the clouds, and the three of you are able to make eyes on a rather lithe-looking masked figure that steps out, bow in hand. Just kind of, from what you can make out at least, as no eyes are visible, there don't seem to be any eye holes on the mask at all. It seems to look in Ben's general direction.
All right.
It's time.
I would like to drink this potion of boldness. Then I would like to cast Blinding Smite upon my weapon.
Okay.
And without
potion.
ceasing whatever speed of free fall, I would like to impale him with a blinding smite. That is my sequence of events,
Hell
which is
yeah.
more than one turn. So I don't know how much build-up I actually get.
Yeah, we're gonna roll initiative. I'll say that you are able to get the potion, but after that, we'll see how that goes.
The potion
which-
tastes very strongly of menthol.
Seeing an enemy, I would, and the Ven is readying to fight the enemy. I will at least let Van go.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and roll your initiative. I fucking swear I had this character sheet open. This bitch is gone now. There it is. Okay.
So a little meta information for all of you.
Yeah.
I fought this guy a lot of times. I've died most of them.
And
So
you
I
should
just
know
want you
better.
guys to
And
know,
yet,
going in.
Yet.
Oh
I
my
didn't know
God.
you were bringing him into this campaign. This is not my fault this time.
No, but one time you were specifically warned.
I don't look, man. Snake Bro carried the day. I don't know why he's so mad.
No.
Anyway,
We did not
Carried
win.
the
You
day.
carried shit.
Ooh.
what am I doing? Initiative? I was too busy
Oh,
talking
okay,
shit.
that doesn't
Yeah,
count.
take that.
Nice.
Described as gruff, irritable, and combative.
Twist love the roll.
The fucking Ollie sounds.
I would have to.
You guys are bickering.
I'd have to go back and watch the first couple episodes to see if I pulled it off. Initially, this character was supposed to be vaguely friendly, like, oh shit, I have like people to hang out with. This is cool. But hopefully, I pulled it off because it means you successfully ruined his perspective because death sucks and everything is bad.
Yes, no. it's-
You did. Me muting while I'm not talking because the dog. You did actually come across as the friendliest of the group.
All right,
Yeah,
initially.
I came in with a certain mindset. I just want you
did,
to know
you
you
did.
actively shifted it, Foos.
I mean, you looked like the actual devil, but you were quite friendly.
At the beginning, not anymore. Okay, wait, hold on. This initiative looks super wrong. There we go. Okay, that looks accurate. All right, that means that we get to start with our lovely Thelonious. And Thelonious, as you are watching this entity kind of escape the clouds and float towards you, Ben is popping a potion and looks ready to go. And as you are kind of taking in this whole situation, just in the back of your head, you start hearing a familiar voice. Skitter Skulk, Thelonious.
Singe Tail! Where is he? Where is he? I should be able to smell that fucking rat! He's gonna try to make an immediate perception check to find this motherfucker. Like, there's no one else who exists in this world than Singe Tail right now.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Amazing.
If I'm using my smell, do I get advantage?
Hi, you're falling at terminal velocity, and I think you
Okay.
put a gas mask on, so I think two of those are working against you right now.
That's a lot of air going in through, you know? Alright, fine. I tried.
Yeah, but it's a
Oh,
magical gas mask to attracting skitter smells.
Yup. Thelonious, and just you're kind of focusing. You wind up looking past the Bobard bitch, as we call him. But you swear in the darkness of those clouds for a second you saw some kind of rat figure skulking around. But it's like fragments. You never get a full bead on whatever that is.
What is this? You always had more ambitions than brains! He's in that. Is it like how big of an area would that be?
What, like where you saw his shadow?
Yeah,
Or,
where like the
his-
after images are kind of like. hanging
They
out?
seem to kind of be beyond the Bobard bitch, somewhere in that area.
God, that is a huge fucking range.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And again, you never get a full bead on him. It's just like glimpses for a second.
Okay. So my movement range at terminal velocity, is it really 9 meters per second, or are we doing? How are we doing this? Where's player? I need him, man. Come on.
While you're here, movement is a little bit different, strangely enough. It seems as though you can rely on one of two things, and I think Thelonious would probably be the first to pick up on this, which works because you are first. Now that you are out of the safety of the moats, you can move physically as you kind of have been in previous memories and such, if you were using just your regular movement speed to move and walk forward or whatever that might be. But you are also exposed to a bit of the astral sea while you're here, which means your movement can also be based off of your intelligence modifier, which means it's yeah, I was like, I'm sure Thelonious will take that. So it's whatever your intelligence score is times 3. So if you wanted to use your intelligence to move around, you could.
Yeah, he's absolutely going to torpedo into those clouds. And the second he gets even a glimpse of this guy, he's already shaking a vial and like getting ready to light what looks like a very kind of voluminous gas that is beginning to pile into it. So the idea is he's preparing a Skaven fire cast as soon as he gets within range. So he best way to kill a target is see them. So that's what he's doing.
Okay. So you're rushing into the clouds. You can go ahead and move yourself into that area.
I had the marker out, and then I was dumb. There it is. Hold on. Nope. That's click on the fucking ruler, you moron. There we go. So he's gonna go in 45, and just to give himself a little like attunement, like if he needs to move or course correct movement. So
yeah, no problem. You're able to kind of work your way into the clouds. Locke and Ben, you guys watch as your rat companion seems to like sniff around, looking around, almost paranoid. Neither of you heard the voice that he seemed to have heard, so seems to have this kind of reaction and then darts into the clouds, in which case you can see the bright vibrant green of his usual alchemical solutions that he seems to be working on, but there doesn't seem to be anything else in the clouds according to the rest of your team. Your perception check was your action as you were kind of focusing on what this area was, and you're preparing, but you are in that space and you don't see anything else once you're in there. It is just kind of white clouds as you're there. But that's where you're going to end your turn. Locke and Ben, you feel as though once your friend got a certain distance away from you, like you started falling faster. But Locke, it is your turn.
So I'm assuming we can see this guy that is Ben's enemy.
Yes.
We cannot see whatever it was that Thelonious ran after. He just won't stop chewing on his toy.
It's okay. You're good.
Very excited about his toy right now.
You also can't really see Thelonious. He fully disappeared in the clouds.
All right. So. I'm gonna dart after Thelonious.
Okay. You know about where he went into the clouds, and I think your movement speed is pretty good, right? Like you could close in 55. On that. Yeah, you're pretty good with that. You're able to rush over. While you're there, go ahead and give me a I think it has to be perception again, to see if you can actually like lay hands or see him within the clouds.
Perception. Okay, that's not great. Let's try.
Yeah. Okay, not bad. You have a lot of things working for you, and that is that your friend is not being quiet in this space. He is cursing, he is rattling his potions together, he's making a lot of noise. So in that case, it's not a terribly high DC.
I will flay you alive!
As you do make it to him, you're able to see him perfectly. So whatever you'd like to do with the rest of your turn, you are able to close in on him.
I have no idea why he's freaking out or darted into the clouds, but I am going to... Well, he's moving a lot faster than I am used to. He's looking for something. So I am going to use my Wheel of Stars to cast Guidance on him.
Oh, okay. You find yourself, guided and blessed in this situation. I also forgot to mention that all three of you are sparkling and bright, much like Locke was when they first came out. So you are a very sparkly rat. And with this touch of guidance, what does your guidance look like on top of the already bright and sparkly situation here?
It comes from the Wheel of Stars. It's not something that Locke is able to do themselves. So it's kind of like one of the things that they've got pinned inside of one of the folds of their clothing. Glows and almost matches the glowing star effect that is left over from the Avatar creature that we just headbutted, and just kind of travels along Locke's body and then lands on Polonius. And Locke is also looking around to see why the fuck Polonius is freaking out, because there was also someone that was aggroing Ben or about to aggro Ben. I don't know. Ben was freaking out too. So Locke basically was torn, and that's why I rolled a d2 to determine which one of them I tried to support.
But you made it. You made it, Foos.
Thanks. I was drinking water and doing all kinds of noisy things, so I was like, let me mute myself. As you make your way to him and you're able to kind of lend this blessing to him and finally make contact with him again, you also start hearing something that does seem to be unique to you. You hear the familiar voice of the one who stabbed you right before you died. That you hear, whatever the fuck you were, I guess I have to finish the job. But that is the end of your turn. And you are, yep, okay, and then that brings us to Ben. You're falling way faster now.
Good.
You were going a decent speed and now you're going a little bit faster. But you watch the two of your companions dart off into the clouds. The Blue Bard seems to be keeping pace with you. But it is your turn.
Cool. First, I want to say that one who stabs you right before you die is a hell of a name. Then I'm going to first cast Fuck This Bitch in particular. And once he is cursed, I assume he gets a reaction because that's how he does it. It's not technically a spell, but I assume it counts.
He does not get a reaction.
Cool. Then I'm gonna go in and definitely cast a spell, which is I'm gonna cast a spell. It's gonna be the one I always cast that I'm blanking on, and it's right here. I'm just gonna click on it. That one.
Woo! Yeah, that hits.
The only thing that came to my head was Thunderstruck. I was like, that's not right.
Gonna cast Thunderstruck. You know what that is, right? Help me.
I have two separate D4s. I rolled a 1 on both.
Wow.
I mean, thankfully the roll was high enough already that it's probably all right.
Oh
but...
no! You did. What the fuck? Yeah, you're good, but that's very sad.
It's a lot of natural ones in a row. Because we both got a natural 1 on our bless for our wisdom save. I got a 1 rolling a d2. You just got 2 natural ones. It's real.
I mean, it is a 1 on a d4. Today. It's a lot more likely than another dice, but what bonus damage? It just adds bonus damage. So I assume it's the same type as the weapon. So 15 slashing and 7 boom. I don't know if the boom matters.
No, it's good. It does do damage. It's time to stretch. Oh god. Ow. Time to stretch. Thank you, Bagley. Both good stretch. Especially with us being on computers all day. But we, god damn it.
You didn't see the Peregrine Falcon coming, did you?
I did not see the Peregrine Falcon coming. Also, Ben, go ahead and move yourself because I imagine you're melee,
right.
So you should be all up in this business.
It sounds like he's following with me, which is a shame because I wanted to dive bomb into him with 0 regard to myself and use the advantage of the speed. But it sounds like he's matching pace, so that speed probably cancels out.
He is currently matching pace. But you do manage to cast the hex. It lands, and then close the distance and land a shot. What does it look like actually? As you, what are you aiming for? As Ben finally sees his target.
It's full on attempting to stab center mass. You already got the fucking blood. What more do you want?
I need to close off some ties. And as that, you manage to kind of stab into the side of him, but it seems to kind of move out. No blood coming out as you seem to do so. And he doesn't seem terribly upset about the attack, but it does land. And I'm used to you doing your cantrip shenanigans. Is that the end of your turn, or do you get another attack?
I had to forgo cantrip shenanigans in favor of fuck this bitch in particular. So,
right, that's what I thought. Okay, good. I'm just making sure.
Turns, they'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good.
Also, he immediately moves because we're falling. More damage. I have no idea. That probably doesn't count.
I don't think so, because it's like I think you have to
imagine
willingly
not.
move. Yeah, I think he has to willingly move.
Yeah.
But that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
At the start of his, you for the first time watch as he motions with his bow, and it seems to change shape in front of you, kind of still remaining that silvery, bright, metallic hue, but changing instead into a scythe. And he's going to take his 2 attacks on you. He is going to bonus action Hunter's Mark you as well, and then make his attacks.
As a player, I want to apologize to you, sir, for abandoning you. But
I get it.
you would not get this apology from Thelonious. But I
That's
just want you to.
And that too.
Yes!
That
Let's
also doesn't
go,
hurt.
you little bitch! Take his fucking head for me, please.
I mean,
Oh
it
my
won't
God.
happen. Don't you pretend it will.
Fucking
But
incredible.
I'm gonna work out some aggression.
Yeah, he's working out some aggression right now. He misses both of his swings on you. Perhaps a bit distracted with just how bright and glowy you are. You pretty much look like the Scourge Aasimar when they activate their blinding light, and light still seems to be pouring out of your mouth and your eyes. But with that, does seem to miss both of his attacks, which brings us to the end of his turn. He's gonna stop there. Which brings us back to the top of the round. I need wisdom saving throws all around, boys and girls.
Why?
Ooh, this is a blue one.
Even though I got a
that's
nat 20 the first time.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Even though I got a nat 20 the first time.
Yeah, you do still need to roll.
Oh, you're not familiar with the
Okay.
cheating butt bastard bitch, are you? That 20's got nothing on him.
I that is. Oh shit.
It's Christmas, baby.
Your nat 20 is still a 20.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
By the power of Grayskull, it comes back to 20. With the ending of this round, and as the Bobard bitch seems to miss you, you watch as he starts to kind of shift, and the clouds themselves from behind him seem to almost envelop him. And you see a little bit of confusion in his body language, but no words seem to come out. And it's at that moment that, Locke, you start hearing, like I said, finish the job. Ben, you watch as the clouds seem to consume your opponent. He seems to disappear entirely. And beside you, Locke, the clouds seem to part as your killer returns to that space. And you do remember his name being Vivil, but blade out, he rushes in to attack you. But he has to roll initiative as this man disappears and another one appears. Excuse me as I move him onto the map. And then I need to roll his initiative, and then we'll get this round started. Not at advantage. Oh, I do believe he starts then. With a 20 initiative, he gets to go first. He's going to make his attack with his short sword on you. Yeah, he wasn't stealthing, so I'm going to say this is a regular attack. I imagine a 27 hits.
Yes.
So I need a concentration, or not concentration, Constitution saving throw from you, please. Oh, one short. I was
All
like,
right,
wait,
I'm
you
going to
made-
use my D4.
There you go.
I've got a D4.
Hell yeah.
Thank you
Okay.
very much, Ava.
That was Ava, yeah, Ava.
Even from
Yeah.
the beyond.
Ava out here, yeah, you don't even, yeah. As long as it's any roll at all, you will pass. Ava, you already saved. heavy from beyond.
Thank you, Ava.
So you take
you.
half as much of the poison damage, so you'll only take 9 points, and then the 11 piercing. The other part of this that is an issue is that he gets his sneak attack on you as well. I don't know if this is going to roll out. It will not. 96. An extra 32 points. I'll get rid of this because we don't
If you
need that
use
right
brackets instead of parentheses, it will roll it in the text block.
now. It wasn't in the text block. It was on like the NPC left side where it's like, here are your stats. So I was like, I don't think it's set up as an attack, but that's why I was like, let me click and see what happens.
Well, either
so,
there, in that text block, you can do it. I don't know if that's preferred or not. It's just a thing you can do.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. I just did not set it up at all. But Thelonious, you watch as you are distracted with these shadows and everything that is happening around you. Locke is suddenly stabbed. Oh, jeez. Stabbed real hard, apparently.
I am in death saving throws.
And much like before, it finds that specific spot between your ribs, and the short sword sinks in.
No.
And he's going to end his turn with Locke still on the end of his blade. But doesn't really seem to acknowledge Thelonious at all. Thelonious, it is your turn.
Your pain will be a myth legend. Yes, yes. What I will do to you, the horned rat will know. And he's just like, it's just a tirade of these horrible things that he's going to inflict on this person. Stop your hiding. But I think as like he's just absolutely raging at everything around him, he would notice the toothy one because you know the guidance would have obviously tipped him off, and then he doesn't trust her at all, or trust them in any way, shape, or form. So there's always the rat, like, I don't, if I turn my back, you're gonna bite me in the neck. So I need to make sure that doesn't happen.
I'm not gonna bite you.
Right. Yes.
Oh my god.
And would have done the visual check-in, like, okay, where is she? And then does he does he recognize this man thing?
No, we've never seen this man thing, but its blade is sticking
Any
in
kind
and
of
out.
colors or anything he would recognize? Any tabards? He's a well-traveled rat, I'll have you know.
He is a well-traveled rat. You can, if you want to take the time to do it, you could use your action to investigate.
Okay, yeah, no, he's not,
Yeah, but
it's just if he had, like, the symbol of, the Reichland emblazoned on his chest, he'd be like, aha!
You're also having trouble seeing because you are falling through clouds, so there's just all kinds of
Gas mask just fogging up.
Yeah, exactly.
Was not made for high velocity travel. All right. There's no sign of Singetail. He can't see him or anything.
Nope. And you also have not heard him again.
Yeah. Well, someone who just stabbed your teammate to death is a high fucking threat.
It's a problem.
It is a problem. I think extremely begrudgingly, like, God, he's testing me. He's gonna try to glide down and. I don't know if anyone's near him, but you see him basically like shove what looks like a syringe that was basically made for Zevo, and like slot it in, kind of take aim, and just launch Zevo, Skevo, excuse me, at the impaled corpse. As a way of casting Cure Wounds through touch.
Oh my god.
And using its movement because they're not far from me. And go from there. But so you are going to get a Cure Wounds. If I can find the spell, I have it. and that's plus an additional 5 because of Alchemist. So that puts you up to 20, I believe. If my math is correct. And you just hear just curses as you're coming through. Just like, in addition, you will promise to help me kill Singetail. But yeah, and he's just going right back and I will find him. I will find him. He's fucking livid. But anyway, that is action, bonus action.
What was your bonus action?
It's engaging my Skibo.
Right. Yeah, your boy. Your boy. I imagine.
He is a rat and he's a coward, so he's not going to go by the clearly. He's not going to stay next to the capable stabby boy. So
just watched him stab the bejesus.
He did. So he's like, me and my friend we're gonna go home.
Okay.
But yeah, he's there. That's the end of his turn. Sorry.
Amazing. Locke, you have come back to it as you are stabbed with a syringe that you're quite sure isn't sterile, and you're probably glad that you're already dead, so you don't have to worry about it. You come back as the blade is being retracted from your ribs once again. But your assassin stands right beside you, and it is your turn.
So I'm still a little disoriented from the fact this guy here stabbed me once. I go into the light and then I come back out of the light with a ranting rat next to me and a disgusting syringe. So
don't forget the pact of service.
Correct.
Apparently there's a pact of service, but Locke is still not quite registering. But yeah, gonna come back out and is basically just gonna try and punch this guy in the face a bunch before getting out of melee range, I guess. So yeah, let's see if I actually manage to hit. So
yeah,
primary attack,
absolutely.
Second attack, flurry of blows.
I'm pretty sure his AC is exactly 17. It is. So, all 4 hit.
Okay. So let's.
I don't know why, but for a second, Joe was scratching at his collar. But because your elbow went off screen, I thought that was someone else's hand who just came in.
Someone just slowly reaches in, and just paws at me. Yeah. Someone's just eager to get me undressed. I'm sorry, guys, I have to go.
I was like, wow, he's real close with whoever's there. I don't know what's happening. Stunning strike. Yeah. Let me get that out for you.
Yeah, stunning strike.
That's a con save, isn't it? Ooh, not his forte.
Like you don't need to be concerned with who may or may not be employed to scratch my chest.
Portent of stars.
Ooh, okay. Do I have to reroll, or is that a particular number?
You roll a d10 and subtract that.
Okay. Let me take the 35 points of damage I believe you just did first, and then I roll a D. What? Sorry.
D10.
D10 and subtract. Oh shit.
That backfired. Yes.
Listen, I believe your DC is probably higher than 13, right? So he at first seems to kind of will it off, but just in staring at you, looks like he's about to move forward, and you see it kind of delayed hit him as he is stunned in that space. Very nice.
In that case, I am not going to move.
Okay, fuck you.
Yeah,
stay right here.
Basically, you are stunned. I am going to just continue hitting you, and you don't get to sneak attack me again, you absolute motherfucker.
Yeah, also, what a fucking move. Hell yeah on using the portent on that. That was awesome.
Good stuff, good.
Yeah, I should have used the portent on not hitting me.
This is so cool, though. This is awesome. Also, Vogley just gave me another D4.
Thank you, Vogley. I love you, too. You are also beautiful.
So that was your action, bonus action. I believe you're not moving, so I believe you stay here.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to Ben. Your target seemingly gone in a cloud of wispy wind, and you heard the sound of combat. It sounded like Locke was in a bad place, and then lots of impact sounds. And Thelonious getting the fuck out of the clouds.
Double checking. All right. Unlike Hunter's Mark, which he did to me, this does not let me know where he is.
Oh, Hex? Yeah.
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 That curse not particularly helping. Well, in absence of other better people to hit, I suppose. What
that
I will
almost
do...
reminded me of your bard from Jingle Spells.
Oh, this gentleman. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is stay right here because there's a chance that my guy comes back. But in the meantime, I'm gonna cast as an action and then again as a bonus action because of my illusionist bracers and do one of these and then one of these and also one of these and maybe one of those.
He's in the clouds, so you would get disadvantage because you can't quite see him. So
But
that
he's
first
stunned.
he's stunned, so it's flat. Just kidding. Good point. I forgot he was stunned.
He's stunned. So yeah.
All but the last hit, so 3 hits.
So one of those and one of those. One of those.
Nice.
Okay.
Started off, but we got there. The damage came. Very, very nice.
Wait, was that a 10 out of 10? Yo!
Yeah. A 10 and a 9.
And the other two balanced themselves out to be average damage. Over the course of 2 rolls.
Well done, man. Well
Means
done.
I did just above average.
I'm proud of you.
True.
All right, so that was your action bonus action because you used your cantripy stuff. Are you moving, or is that going to be the end of your turn?
I'm gonna be right here waiting for this bitch to come back.
All right. Top of the round, folks. Please give me wisdom saving throws.
I'm so bad at wisdom saving.
You are. I feel like the bottom's going to come out any minute
Oh,
for now.
that stun is great. Evie the player has figured it out now. And I'm just like, fuck, I wasted a stun.
Oh,
Man,
shit.
ain't nobody getting the real benefit out of that bless.
That is actually 100% true.
You're
I need to
double
roll-
blessed and you still rolled 2 1.
I need to roll off between Ben and Thelonious. The two of you, please just roll me a d20. No,
Oh, it
that's
comes
wisdom
to this,
save.
Joe.
That's
This is
flat.
what it's all about.
Just a flat d20, please.
Yes!
Jeez. Oh.
No, bring my back guy back. I don't need your Singe tail. I got no use for him.
This
I
is
have
like
50.
poetically taking turns of all 3 of you, though. So,
Yep.
like, we got one, the other, and now we're going to the one who hasn't had a chance to beat on his dude. But yes, you guys, Locke being the one closest, much like Ben had just seen, your target seems to start getting swarmed by clouds. Also equally as confused as the Bobard bitch. But after the attack looks ready to lunge at you again before just sort of disappearing. And at that moment, Thelonious, the voice comes back to you. Fell Whisker. As from the clouds, he's going to emerge. Let me get rid
It's
of this.
bloodworm now.
He's gonna pop out. Oh no, I'm sorry. He has to roll initiative because he just popped out. So let's roll his initiative. Will he be stunned when he comes back? I think it's to the beginning of your next turn. So I don't think so. Just based off of the rules. What am I doing? Initiative. That's what I was doing. 18. I don't think. Yep. Thelonious, you do manage to go first. Once again, let me make sure I'm going to the next one. Okay, so Thelonious, you are up. I will say he does seem to step out of the shadow or the clouds for at the start of his turn. But you watch as Fell Whisker, or not Fell, your Fell Whisker, excuse me, as Zinchtail in full battle armor, that alchemical adjusted halberd in his hand that he used to zap you and kill you. Looking primed and ready to go, but it is your turn.
I will fuse that worthless armor onto your horrid fur. And he's going to cast what is that spell? That's the big one.
It's a big one.
Tasha's Caustic Brew. 30 feet long, 5 feet, deck save, covered in acid, everything he likes. Perfect. What do I get at level 2? When you cast a spell, you get an additional 2d4. Okay, yeah, he's burning slots. This is his enemy. He's going down. He needs to make a deck save, and he is. Did I not get a higher level cast out of that, or is it?
It's like it looks kind of low, right? Oh wait, no 2d4. Is that normal? I don't know.
2d4. Hold on. Using a spell slot a second higher, the damage increased by 2d4 for each slot. So yeah, it'd be an additional 2d4. I guess that's weird.
Okay.
Sorry.
It didn't ask you the level when you cast.
It did not.
That's still bad.
I agree.
Okay.
Hey, all right.
Okay, so 11. He gets to roll his dexterity. He does have decent dexterity.
But he's in plate.
He is in plate, but he's still a rat. That's what it is. He's a squirrely little shit. Oh my god.
Enough.
Holy shit. Amazing. All right, so he gets hit with the acid.
Yep.
I'm quite sure that, that's
And
no
unless he scrapes it off himself, I believe he continues. Let me just link it for you. Covered in this acid so they take the start of each of its turns unless they wash it or scrape it off himself.
Gotcha. Yeah, it hits him. It's to like burn through his armor.
It's just the beginning! Skeevo, go!
Let's go! So that was your action?
Oh my god.
Yeah, Skeevo firing is bonus action. I don't... This is 16, right?
No.
Is Skeevo blessed?
Skeevo's also blessed.
Yes! Let's go!
Your little rat dude absolutely hits. Go ahead. Roll damage on your first strike.
Fucking
7
feet.
damage.
Oh my god, I fucking love this. This whole turn. Oh god. It's beautiful. Okay. Let me do damage. Okay. So that manages to land. He takes the damage. That was action, bonus action. You have a little bit of movement, I believe.
I have a lot of bit of movement. Is this a pillar over here?
The sword, you could technically try and hide behind the giant weapon that she has thrown.
Thelonious is going to activate stealth mode, and just kind of like scoot behind there somewhere.
Amazing. Okay, not a problem. Yeah, you can scoot up there. All right, I do believe that's the end of your turn.
Yes, that's it. I burnt everything. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Oh yeah, Locke, I think. Yeah, no, your dexterity is way higher than this guy's. It's your turn. Go for it.
Just a minute. Concentration. 1 minute. So you are still guidanced, by the way, because it is concentration up to a minute. So
You died.
You died. Yeah, you well not died, but you were knocked out. You can't hold concentration.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
God
yeah, that was all of my hit points in one roll. There was no way for me to actually even
negate
manage that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah. So I am going to be like, okay, different enemy. Obviously, the rat doesn't like it either, which isn't unusual, but attacking is different. So yeah, I'm gonna punch it.
Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna punch him.
I'm gonna punch it. I'm gonna punch that shit. So yeah, monk attack.
Oh
Ooh.
no, that does not hit.
A D4 is not gonna help me there.
No.
All right.
Yeah, because
Second monk attack. There we go.
Woo, that hits.
All right. So I'm
The
gonna.
first one like
conserve
pangs
my-
off of his armor, and then after that you find an opening.
And then extra attack instead of flurry of blows.
Does not hit.
Will a D4 might help
A
me
D4
there.
could save it.
You're blessed too, though, aren't you? Or is that including it in the rolls?
Oh yeah, you're blessed. I didn't see any D4s on those natural rolls that you had there.
So
Okay, well, we can use this D4 as your bless if you would like. If you want to roll another D4, if you would like to, you don't have to.
Okay. Yeah.
Why not? Hey, all right, that does hit.
Okay. Cool.
That does hit.
Thank you, Bogley. I got
Bogley!
shit. All right, so
Also, I think
that's
someone's getting some text messages. I'm hearing some dings.
2 damages.
Yep.
That is the second damages.
Yeah.
To basically just, I am aiming specifically for the head, so that if there is a helmet, it causes like deafening. I am punching you in the ear.
It absolutely is. He is wearing a helmet, but he does have holes for his ears, so the ears come out from the sides. But you are, landing the shots. You just are hearing, not target, leave.
Yeah. So it's and if it looks like it is the same shape as Thelonious, Buck will also very purposefully grow the giant fanged mouth and snarl at it while boxing its ears.
Just kind of looks at you for a second. And then, is that the end of your turn? Does not seem as skittish as our lovely Thelonious. But at the start of his turn,
you thought you could scurry away from Zintail's wrath.
Oh yes, thank you. In the middle of that, he continues to burn. He's going to run in his direction, which means you can get your opportunity attack because he's going to head off in that direction to try and get a better shot. Oh, that misses, unfortunately. Yeah. He is going to have.
Which that's not taking account for my bless.
So
remember.
Go ahead and roll your bless on top of that.
Which I have the little D4 bless check.
Let me double check. That
don't
does
know
hit
why
though.
It is
It
not
needs to
going
show up in
through.
2 places. It has to
exactly.
be the saving throw spot and the attack roll spot.
I just checked it for your attack rolls, so it should apply to your attack rolls now.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. That does hit. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Alright. So.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay.
And unfortunately, I do not have Sentinel.
Okay, yeah, no worries. he seems to scamper off anyway. He is going to use. He's going to extend his halberd in your direction as a bit of warp lightning comes out. I need a dexterity saving throw from Thelonious. You have advantage because he can't quite see you very well in the clouds and from where you are. But the rest of you watch as greenish lightning arcs out from his halberd and nearly good lord.
What the fuck?
Holy
you are meant for this battle.
For real.
Vengeance is yours.
Your over-reliance on Warpstone makes you weak!
Jeez. That threw me off. I don't know what the fuck. God damn, that's incredible. Okay, that was his action to do that. He's got to stay there. That's his action. Lightning arcs off into the clouds. And for your other companions, you didn't see Thelonious make the dodge, but you hear the victorious screams of him talking shit. So thankfully, did not seem to hit him. That's the end of this guy's turn. Very upset and still covered in acid. That brings us to Ben.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is a little preparatory work.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna cast blinding. No, I'm gonna cast. Yeah, I'm gonna do it at 4th level.
Mm-hmm.
Searing smite.
Ooh,
So
okay.
this steel will just alight, and I will be dealing a bunch of d6s on top of my next melee successful strike.
Mm-hmm.
And possibly set somebody on fire to deal with that in future times. I'm then going to move in that direction. And then I'm going to fire some Eldritch Blasts on this guy. Because he's not who I'm after with my Searing Smites. He's just a guy I have to deal with until the real problem gets here.
Right.
So 2 of those.
Both hit. Jesus.
A little bit of that. A little bit of that. Not bad, not bad. 16 force damage.
Showing up, getting his ass whooped. Yeah. All right. So both of the blasts go off, and even as you're hitting, you're seeing a little bit of like acid kind of splashing off of him. But focus still seems to be in one direction. But you're getting a lot of just unhappy noises from him. Okay. Action, bonus action, a little bit of movement. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. Though.
Okay.
I think I might just have to live with the decision because I'm realizing that my future plans involve another concentration spell. And I was just trying to justify my bonus action, but that's fine. We'll just adjust plans. I have a flaming sword and we'll make good use of it.
We'll make good use of it. Exactly. Top of the round, which means I need wisdom saving throws, everybody. Okay. Oh, jeez.
All right.
That's a low bar.
That's a lot of meat on the bone. Thank you.
The lowest you could get. Okay.
I don't have advantage, but yeah, that's
Yep. You were preparing for something, and that something does seem to come back to you. At the start of this round, the clouds envelop Zinchtail, and the Bobard returns to the space in which he disappeared from. He did have the lowest initiative on this because I rolled, I think, a natural 1 with him, which does mean that Felonius, you are up. You get your turn. Seeing Zinchtail disappear for a moment.
I think he's not gonna notice initially. He's still like shit talking, like I will mount your skull in a Nilfa outhouse where your ideas belong. He's just like,
That's amazing.
But as he comes out, he's just like, what? But since he did see his Nilfer friends, Nilfer peoples, help, he will. All right, your foes are my foes for now. And he will.
Red there is in this chat right now.
Oh god, it is low rolling Olympics right now. It is
Olympics.
Like,
It is
one
so on
many
D4s.
red
Though.
rolls.
Every fourth D4 will be red.
Thank you.
So, like, yours was on the D20 though.
Well, yeah, but that's me.
That negates it as well. It's for me.
5 feet, 60 feet. Okay, yeah. I got plenty of room. So no, I have to roll, right? Yeah, that's what. You hurl above it? Yeah. Choose they must. Oh, and I don't. It's firebolt. That's the roll. I always get these two confused. No, he would manually aim this shit. Which is, I don't believe that included my D4.
It does not.
That's a D40. I'm sorry.
And you still only rolled an 11. Very in keeping with
the
club.
Incredible.
Poor thing.
That does not hit, unfortunately, with your D4. Your bless, that is. Does not hit with that.
Targeting off. Skivo, go!
Skivo!
Why would you turn his targeting off before telling him to fire? That seems counterproductive.
That's the ultimate Skaven fucking thing. Just fire! Damn it. He is blessed too, but I'd have to get him. Would a 19 hit or do I just?
It does. It would not hit. No.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
This one is elusive.
Yeah, the most dodgy of. Thank you, baby. Of the 3 targets that I have
solution. End of story. Or end of his turn.
End of story. Okay,
actually, does he see that he has a bow?
He currently has a scythe.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, he's just gonna hang out here. End of his turn. Thank you.
End of your turn means that Locke gets to go.
Locke is basically just going to glance at the others really quickly and go, what what is happening? Before doing monk punchy shit at enemy number 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, hello, and fuck you.
Shit. Fuck you, yep.
And
misses,
that is not
unfortunately.
gonna hit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fuck you, which is also not gonna hit.
That's not gonna hit.
And then that one
Oh,
is
it's Christmas
also
time.
God.
not gonna hit. What the fuck?
Even with his focus on someone else, you see him just kind of effortlessly moving out of your way. That was action, bonus action, a little bit of movement.
Does
Are we
a
gonna
20
end there? With 20 does not hit.
Good lord.
Yep.
That's that is the correct course of action.
He will
Yeah,
attack on you. while
Out
you're-
of range of the scythe. What?
Oh no, you're
He will
mobile.
what?
Mobile.
Wait,
yeah.
well, do you need to hit,
I don't
or
think you
does
need
it?
to
Is
hit.
it
You
just
gotta
like
swing.
attack?
Just swing.
No.
Yeah.
If
Okay,
you
good,
make
great.
melee
Mobile's
attacks
dope.
against the enemy, they
Fantastic.
cannot attack you.
All set. Hi, Flandy. Flandy, we need to know the terminal
Hi,
velocity
Flandy.
of a rat.
Wait, I needed you, man. Where were you? I had a lot of aviation questions, and I was all by myself. You've been here.
Okay, good.
In fact, I'm actually going to use more of the movement to get a little further back because scythe dude. Ugh.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Ben, you're up.
Double checking how this particular sorcery thing works. Range of touch, which is not a range of self, so that doesn't do what I want it to do. Okay, we will do this because you moved, thankfully, away. So I'm gonna go here,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna do a booming blade.
Uh-huh. That misses.
Come on. I got nothing. No advantage or nothing. And
Everybody miss him?
yeah.
Holy
Even Skibo missed him.
Even Skibo missed him. Vroom, 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 Ruby. That's exactly how you do it, Flandy.
All right. We got no. I got nothing. I don't think to make that better. Okay. Well, I don't waste the fire at least, so that's still there. And then more spell wordings to confirm.
Oh my god, I just realized that was a natural 3 on the d20.
Yeah.
And then your bonuses got it to 12, and then with 2 d4s, it still could. Jeez.
Yeah, I had a lot going on
Just an ass roll.
to fail there. Damn, specifically a willing creature on Thunderstep.
I'm taking you with me, bitch!
Yeah, that was the plan, but it is no longer the plan.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, barring all other options, we will just use the illusionist bracers to swing again. I had more setup in mind.
Yes, that hits.
So there's first that.
Mm-hmm.
So 14 slashing and 6 boom.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Total.
there's this, and I cast this at level 4. Whoosha! Ass is what that is.
Joe.
Also, we're not. Yeah, that's a Hexblade. He needs to save. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, or else catch fire.
And,
Yeah.
Let me take some more
It is
damage
an
off of
honor to
him.
be in this club with you, and the level of excellence that you bring. It makes it. I have to strive to, like really improve myself every day, just to stay within your presence.
Con. Not his
Truly,
best.
if we were only
Trying to
all
make sure he
challenged as
doesn't get
such, the
advantage.
world would be a better place.
Does he take half of that then?
No, he just doesn't catch on fire.
Okay, gotcha. So the first shot misses, the second lands. Does not seem to catch on fire. He is going to use his Slayer's counter as you forced him to make a saving throw, so he gets 1 weapon attack on you. With
Oh,
his
we're learning.
scythe.
It's not specifically spells. It's specifically saving throws. I am also, while he's doing that, going to use my empowered spell option to re-roll the 2 3s and the 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll roll 3d6. So it's 4 plus whatever this roll is.
Mm-hmm.
Much better.
Holy shit.
Wow.
So 18 fire damage instead of plus the 3. So
I already
21.
took that. So what's the extra damage he's taken? Because I wasn't.
Well, instead of 14 was the total. Sorry,
Right.
I forgot to add in the 3 as well. So it's 14 plus 4 is 18, 21.
21. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So it's only 7 additional.
Yeah. I thank you very much. Got it at that point. Okay.
And the 27, you say?
27 to hit. Yes.
I can
got nothing
almost
that can-
do something about that, but
I
I
was gonna
cannot.
say I can't do anything.
I think 27 is what your shield, right? Gets
Nah,
you up to or
26.
I
something.
think you still have
26.
inspiration, right?
I don't. When did I ever have inspiration?
No. Oh, Evie had
Evie
it.
has
That's
inspiration,
Right.
yeah,
I
yeah.
apologize.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Carry on.
No, I can almost do something about that, but I can't.
Yeah.
So
And I am out of
38.
D4s, and I'm saving that
The
big
D20.
one for later. Yeah, I'm
Fully
saving
get
that
it.
big one for later.
Totally got it. I need a DC 17 Constitution saving throw from you. Nice. Yeah.
Good stuff.
No problem. That
Oh,
necrotic damage, it seemed to seep into every part of you, and you felt like it might have had some lasting effects. But rather than lowering your max hit points by 30, you just take the damage instead. So that was your action, bonus action, and
movement.
movement. We're ending there.
I saw all the things.
Actually, you know, you're both concentrating because he Hunter's Marked and you hexed. So I do believe we both. need to
Hexblade's
take-
curse is not concentration.
Just kidding.
I was concentrating on Searing Smite, but I gave all that concentration
Correct.
and converted it into
Yeah.
burn.
Yeah. Okay.
Which he then
Bonkers
proceeded
roll.
not to burn.
Yeah, which he then
Yeah.
proceeded not to burn.
Yeah,
He did take
fire.
the extra damage though in his defense. So there's that.
Poor Joe.
Uh,
Best plans of Joe and Joe.
I know. That's why
I got more better different plans. I wanted to try and stay back and lure him in,
More
but
better
asshole
different.
would just have a bow again.
So
So
yeah. And the funny thing is, your character doesn't know about this, but the rest of you do. He gets more attacks with his longbow than he does with his scythe. So you do get one less attack if it makes you feel any better. But he's gonna go for his scythe attacks on you. Ooh.
shield and they'll miss.
All right, I'm gonna use my D4 because I got one.
Yes!
Well, which one did you use it on?
On the 25.
Then that hits.
Okay.
You only needed a
Um,
1.
Okay. Just kidding. All over the place. That is a bunch of damage for you. As the scythe comes out, missing the first time, but slashing directly across your chest for the second. That is his action. He did keep that on you. And how many hit points was that for you? Was that
Would that
You-
drop you?
He's down to 1.
One.
That would drop you. All right.
Hmm.
So yeah, no,
Well,
he
no, he's
doesn't
not-
hit.
He's not dropped. He's at 1.
1 HP.
No, that like
Yeah.
he's at 1. So
Yeah.
I am using the D20 to say no, he did not hit.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my goodness.
All right, heal
I'm
yourself
saying no,
back up
fuck
to
you.
what you were. A lock does seem to save you in this moment. Perhaps a distraction, whatever that might be. But the energy of lock flows through you at the moment, and he misses this attack, which was fucking clutch. Fucking huge rule, huge move right there. Okay, with him missing that was his action. That's the end of his turn, which will bring us back to the top of the round. Wisdom saving throws, folks. Oh,
You guys want to bother? We can just keep me here.
we can just keep him here. It's fine. I'm rolling ash.
Oh my god.
That's another one. You rolled a
Saves
1.
for you though.
Joe.
I'm out of saves for you though.
I can't even. That's
You can
amazing.
try. You can
Wow.
match that
No,
one. For
I
that one. That's
can't.
pretty
That is a
close,
level
but-
of excellence.
Yeah.
Consecutive ones. When you don't need them. It's just.
I mean, in Ben's case, this is probably what he wants right now. Like, let me just fight it out with this fucker right now. So I'm not even mad. All right, that means that
There's
nothing
so
changes.
much
So
red
Thelonious, it's your turn. Joe's number one. That's my.
Very much so.
Oh,
My
God.
Notha allies are getting perforated. He is. All right. Would I get advantage shooting into the bow bitch? Because he's.
No.
No, he
Unfortunately,
cheats, remember?
No.
All right. All right. So there's no way he would drop concentration on the burning to death Singedale. So that Skaven Fire is not getting launched. Oh, he's definitely not getting in melee range after watching his friend get carved.
I was gonna say we haven't had our break. I was gonna take it at the top of the round. Do you want to take your turn first, or do you want to? Are you cool with the break now?
We can take a break. That's fine.
Okay,
It gives me
we'll
more
take-
time to plan anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might
It's
be
hard to
helpful.
plan my
Yeah.
turns when you fucking round robining the bad guys.
Here we are.
I got you
folks.
covered, Manners. I got you covered. I'm giving you consistency.
I appreciate it. That's a good point. Thank you. Yeah.
Giving you consistency. Joe is here for you when you need him. Is what this is. Okay. We're gonna take our 10-minute break. It's 9:15. Let's be back at 9:25, and we'll come back and hop back into this round robin baddies fight.
Yep.
Goodbye. Stick with us for the rest of this.
This is dope, Foos.
Hello, and welcome back to Awakenings. We are in the middle of combat, and these three souls are fighting what seems to be their killers. But they seem to be, as Nender said very perfectly, round-robining. They don't all three seem to be appearing at once, and instead seem to be appearing one at a time. And with another nat 1 wisdom saving throw, the Bobard bitch is still here. So thank you, old man Garrus. Hope you're having a good Thursday. But we're gonna hop back into combat. At the top of the round is Thelonious, and you're all set. I think actually we talked about you going first, and then we took a break. So it's your turn now, and hopefully you had time to play it.
I did. All right, he is going to move. No. Oh, this is such a good spot for him. Yeah, all right. He likes the spots.
He does.
Okay. He is going to scoot. If he could click the right goddamn button. And as he's doing that, he's going to hand a. Well, actually, I don't know if he's gonna have. It doesn't look like. Yeah, what's it, like? Ben is just going all out. Like there's no like hesitation in terms of like what you're doing. Like it's just I'm fucking this guy up. Is that what he's going? Okay, all right. we're gonna change plans. He's going to shoot take one of his little exploding like vials and like sling it at the Bobard bitch to start it off. So let me cast Firebolt on him.
Yeah, let's go.
Motherfuck the police! Are you serious? What is going on?
Have you tried rolling more than a 6?
You do.
No, apparently
that
not.
does help. It does help.
Damn.
So
I mean, I
there's a
hear
button
it
in
helps.
your
I haven't
character
tried it
sheet
often
to
myself, but
make sure bless is clicked on. There we go. Okay, I got bless for you now. But
So-
even if you rolled a 4, that wouldn't help.
He launches that and he misses. He's like, God! Ah, so frustrating. He's like just shaking like another vial. He's like, God, he's not even looking and just goes poof, and just has an explosion of gas that just envelops Locke. And you get a healing word cast on you.
Oh, God.
It's too early to die. So you get an extra 11 hit points back. And
Well, it's
that
11. It's
is-
5 in addition to the 6
it's
that
5
you
plus
see there.
the 6.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and he's and is just kind of grumbling and cursing. It's like, at least I can hit my foe. This fool fighting a god of dexterity. Adam's turn.
I do like
As-
that.
Oh my god.
As he does seem to be dodging things, right in front of you as Ben, you are here. I don't even know if you're focusing on it just because you're so focused on killing him at the moment. But as he's moving, you see just a little bit of like, almost as though he's assessing the situation. But you hear kind of muttering under his breath, "It's not the same." But Thelonious, that is your turn, I
That's my
believe?
turn. I can't use. I use my bonus action heal, so I can't have Skevo fire, unfortunately.
All right, sounds good.
I need 2
Yo,
bonus
everyone's
actions.
getting all of
appreciate
the
it.
D4s tonight.
I
Sexist
appreciate
is what it is.
Oh, thank you again. I don't hoard them to myself though. So
That is
Yeah,
fair. You spread the wealth.
Absolutely. Maybe that's why they're giving it to you.
thank you. Thank
It
you.
comes
I
in, it goes
do-
right back out.
Thoroughly enjoy that you have healing word because as an alchemist, I'm just picturing you have a potion of healing being like brewing and like fermentation. You just have to burp it and let some of the gases out. So you have like an almost potion, and you're just like, well, here's some of the excess. Just get a whiff of that.
Let's get away from that.
You lose some of the effectiveness in the delivery method, you know.
Amazing. Locke, you are up.
Oh. All right. So monkey move,
Advantage.
monkey punch. Oh, at advantage.
Monkey punch. That sounds amazing. That
Alright,
would
here,
hit,
let
but
me
go ahead and
do-
fish for that crit, and then roll the
Yeah.
rest at advantage. Okay, yeah. So then roll the rest at
Okay.
advantage from here.
So 1 hit,
Yes, that hits.
2 hits.
Oh, that
Red
misses.
hits, blue
Nope.
hits.
All right. So is a 1 a damage,
Mhm.
a 2 a damage, and
A 2 a
then
damage?
whoa, does he look like he is at all concerned with Thelonious or I?
Oh no. No. I would say your passive insight is pretty high. The enemies that you have gotten a bead on seem to have one target in mind each time. And this
Okay.
one is certainly
In
not
that
you.
case, I will hang around long enough for Ben to get advantage.
All right, sounds good. Which brings us to Ben.
All right. Well, I warned you in the break that I had some made-up nonsense to throw at
I
you.
do, yeah. Mm-hmm.
For you to
Hit me.
either just say no or attempt to adjudicate. So here's the thing.
Huh? Got it.
My thinking is this. I have some sorcery points to throw into energizing a spell. I'm prepared to upcast, and the source of my warlock power is a sentient weapon. So I would like to channel some magic through steel to resonate with one of these big-ass swords and use Maximilian's Earthen Grasp to grasp the handle and swing it down in a big-ass arc
Holy shit.
onto this dude's head. Whatever that takes resource-wise, assuming I'm just not told no, which I would rightly be told.
I don't even think it's a no, like just the like you can't do that. I think the sheer size of those weapons, you know your ability well enough to know that like the hand wouldn't even fully get around the handle of this thing.
That's okay. I got sorcery points and spells, Foos. I fully was prepared to hear that's an insane thought, and no.
I fucking love it. That is such a cool thought. Could you do me a favor and post that spell for me just so I can read?
Oh, it's straight up just can
the
restrain
bits.
things. I told you I was not following
Oh, I know,
any
but
level of.
There are other things that I also want to read from it as well.
And my plan was to upcast it to level 3, which doesn't actually do
It's a
anything.
medium hand too. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's. I'm entirely ignoring most rules.
I thought it was like a big old, like.
No,
Big
if it was
B's
Bigby's
kinda
hand, it's just some
situation.
high
Yeah,
level
yeah.
magic.
Yeah.
This is the idea of a sword stone wizard looking at his stone powers and his sword and going, "How do I do?"
Right. Gotcha. Okay. This is really kind of cool anyway, though, and I freaking love it. So
Sometimes it's okay to have a cool idea. I got actual turn stuff I can do as well.
I understand. I think it's up to you to tell me how much Ben is going to try and make this work. If he sees like the size of it, knows his spell, and is like, that wouldn't work like rationally, if he rationalizes himself out of it, then you can take your normal turn. If you think he would be like, I'm fucking trying everything right now.
Oh, he is
because you got hit once and it hurt. So
he's
whatever
prepared
you think
to throw
Ben would do.
everything at it.
Mhm.
I had a backup way of making it happen, though it's also flagrantly ignoring a whole bunch of rules. Because
We
I
hate
can
rules.
get to it if I dash. I would take an attack of opportunity
Mhm.
attack, but I could then thunderstep, touching the sword, and hope I could move the sword with me, again with sword magic, down onto this dude. But what I think Ben is prepared to give is everything.
Okay.
So I planned on upcasting it to level 3. I also planned on 6 sorcery points
Yeah.
worth of sorcery pointness. And that is basically all the things. I mean, I would also, in the land of we're just making some shit up by the seat of our pants, like letting go of the energy of a Hexblade's curse just to be consumed by whatever else. Like literally, it's all on the table.
Everything you can to focus on this. All right. So it sounds like you are going to summon this
I'm gonna
this
try.
hand, and it's gonna head
It
on
could fail
over.
gloriously, and I will be happy.
Have it. Well, okay, you get to run over there. It's your DC essentially. Okay. Roll me a charisma check, as that is your spell casting modifier.
Oh, that's a dangerous proposition there, Foos.
Okay, that's not bad. That is
Not
not bad.
terrible.
All right. Now, don't be alarmed because I'm looking for hand icons that I could use really quickly. And the first ones that came up were bone hands. And you know what? I'm just going to use it for now. So you're just going to get a big old bone hand.
Works for me.
That is going to go over there to grab onto it. It's almost exactly that size. So it's like this huge thing is like... but as the hand does touch it and you pour all of your focus into it, with each time that the hand seems to make contact with that blade, it seems to alight and glow and almost burn furiously. And those, Locke would see it first and Thelonious soon after. Ben himself seems to be taking on those radiant effects that the avatar left you with for just a second. Your eyes, your mouth, everything turns radiant, but you are able to see. You are able to recognize that like something is happening and kind of taking over as you are getting more and more radiant. But you are glowing and some kind of radiant energy has transferred through your spell and into you by touching said blade.
All right.
That is the information that you were given.
we got a conduit going from the connection. This is dope.
Mm-hmm.
Did I consume all 6 of those sorcery points? I've fully committed to it, and I've already marked them off. I'm just confirming my action.
You do not need to. No, you do not need to. I think in casting the spell and getting that you would have that effect happen.
Cool. I did cast it at level 3. I was still committed to that. But just the next part of my turn is informed by sorcery point availability is all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use 2 of them to explore what this connection has given me and quicken cast a booming blade.
Okay. Roll me a d4 before you get to that.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attacks.
I mean, if there was ever a time for me to narratively crit, I'd never do it.
I know, that does hit. Oh my god. Oh, sorry, pardon the ping, but that does hit. Go ahead. With your damage.
Yeah.
21 total?
Yeah.
All right. He is starting to look battered. Again, no blood seems to come out of any of the targets that are appearing, but he's starting to look pretty beat up at the moment. So that goes off. You are glowing with radiant energy. You feel as though your attacks did an extra burst of radiant damage. And that radiant damage is equal to your collective level, which is 8. So on top of that, you added an extra burst of 8 radiant damage from your attack that just happened. So he takes extra damage and is still not looking wonderful, but he's still okay-ish. But that was bonus action. I do believe you have some movement if you'd like.
At the moment, I do not like, so I will stay here. And, thanks for playing the game with me, Foos. You made some nonsense up. You picked big ass swords. I was like, I got a walking sword and a sword-based class. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna figure it out.
Listen, the interaction with it was always a thing. It was just me seeing if enough of you was channeled through that spell, because it's not a mage hand. It's not something that you can feel and really. So that's why it was like, let me see how much of you is attached to that hand for you to get any kind of bonus from it. So
what I do love is technically that spell would restrain the sword, but because of the size, I think just the hand is restraining itself attached to the sword.
This fucking thing's huge, and it's like. But that's the end of your turn, which brings us to his turn, and he's gonna take his 2 attacks on you.
He would.
He's gonna. Never mind. Yeah, he'll drop that. Ooh, nice.
Oy. Well, that'll do.
Not as nice. Not as nice.
Kit, we need your help.
Evie, you're muted. I imagine I know what question you're about to ask.
Would a D4 even help?
A D4 would uncrit it. Exactly. It would still hit, but not be a crit.
Too high for me to shield, even if you roll a 4, but it would no longer be a crit.
Okay, I'm taking the crit away.
I mean,
Okay, so
that might not
uncritting.
even be worth it, but I appreciate it.
You definitely
Depending.
wouldn't survive the crit. You might
that is for
survive
sure.
the hit.
Yeah, that's what it
It's
comes down to. You definitely
theoretically
wouldn't survive a
possible.
crit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to roll the crit damage just so as a team we can see how much damage that Evie just negated.
You're a big stony boy, and that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. So that's thankfully not the damage you're gonna take. Instead. Oh wow, that is
way less.
way lower on the necrotic damage.
Yeah.
No.
it's-
You're
And I don't die.
You don't
True.
die. Freaking the D4 is that Evie is just throwing at everybody. It's
Coming in
changing
clutch.
lives here. Incredible. I do need your Constitution saving throw
Yeah, you
to
do.
see if the 17 necrotic you pass with flying colors. The scythe comes whirring out with blinding speed, catching Ben, but thankfully not doing enough to drop him. He is still up, but that is the end of his turn, as he still seems almost like introspective of this experience. But that's the end of his turn, and that brings us back to the top of the round. Wisdom saving throw.
No, God damn it.
You can technically roll under this one.
Ben! Yeah, he could.
What did you roll? Oh,
Mine would be a 10 because I do not
Yeah.
have advantage, obviously.
Exactly, yeah.
I
But
know.
it's still lower than his 8. That's- Nothing changes. Carry on, Thelonious. You're up. Oh, God.
Good job.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, this is
Good
mhm.
job. All of us got a 1 on that D4.
Yep.
Mhm.
Every single one of us on that roll.
Thelonious is going to float on by and just start grumbling again, like, God damn, no fez, just can't stop getting stabbed.
Can't stop getting stabbed.
You can't afford my health care. I will be taking a tithe from all of you after this. But he is still very upset. But is going to non-consensually jab you with a needle.
Don't say that.
And
Oh god.
he had 17 hit points back. The tiefling, and after doing that, he has a lot of movement, so we're just not gonna hang out because he doesn't like hanging out there. What is a good spot where? All right, yeah, hold. Go here, I think. Yeah, that looks right. And as he's coming back, Skivo, fire!
Yeah,
And
Yep. Let's go. No, D4 wouldn't hit, unfortunately. I feel like
Every
you roll
turn has been a
15 with them every
15.
time, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That's too many
Firebolts or the rat has all been 15s, and a D4
15
wouldn't help.
across the board. Oh, that's why you were talking about that 6. Yeah, there's that 6. I'm sorry, Nanda.
I will disappointingly end my turn. Thank you.
Again, seems
With
to kind of
great
talk
shame.
out of the way. With great shame. Oh my god. Locke, you are up.
Alright, Monk Punch. Monk Punch, go!
Monk punch.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
go! There's a 30 fucking one hit.
Hell
Let's go!
yes, absolutely. Yeah, that hits as well. Oh shit!
Yes.
Let's
Thank
go!
you, Roll20, for making up for the fact that you keep giving us ones. So do all 3 hit?
Yes, all 3 hit. What a fucking roll. Let's go. Let's
Alright.
go.
Okay, so there's a 1.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 2.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a 3.
Nice. Good roll on that one.
Very nice.
Okay.
That's
And I'm gonna stunning strike.
all right. Con save for him.
2 fucking crits. Let's go!
He is stunned.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All right.
What does it look like as you land this combo and then stun him?
Yeah. So
Maya
He
posted
is-
a gif. I'm sorry.
he is like focused on aggroing Ben, which I, out of character, am very grateful for because I cannot take one of his hits. So Locke literally just rabbit punches right to the back of this dude's head. And the last one just happens to land right there at the base of the skull, fully stunning him.
You watch his back kind of like arc, and then him just kind of go limp as he gets stunned. All the gifts they're posting in Discord. It's fucking
Okay, now I
me.
gotta look at the
Okay.
Discord.
That was action, bonus action. Are you moving?
Nope, he's stunned.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, he's yeah, exactly. Ben, you have a stunned target before you.
I mean, that just seems unlikely, but I'm gonna take advantage of it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're gonna literal advantage, and then double up, and do 2 booming blades.
That hits. First one misses, second one hits.
I mean that
The
tracks.
exact. What the fuck?
Okay, I'm sorry. Did you
How?
roll 3 6s out of 4?
Yes.
Fuck.
How the
Okay,
fuck?
sorry. Carry
But
on.
on the bright side, that 18 was almost a 19, which would have crit,
Which
but
would have been
even
a
with double the crit chance and advantage. But yeah, there's
Still
all
hit.
that though.
Uh-huh. Okay. And the extra 8 radiant because you are still radiant
Yeah.
glowing.
Damn, that's a
so
huge hit.
that- 29, I think, altogether.
Yeah.
Good. Whew, yeah. He's looking not great, but still sort of swaying in that space. I believe that's
Finish
the end of
him!
it.
That's. I mean, I would, but I swung
Yeah.
the 2 times I get to swing.
He doesn't get a turn because he's stunned. So
Yeah, he
wisdom
doesn't.
saving throws, folks.
All right.
If
all
you
right.
get 5 or below, Joe, okay.
I mean, genuinely disappointed.
You may be low, but are you 0? Oh my god.
Fucking
Amazing.
wow.
Okay. With that does switch things.
More than happy to establish a new floor, gentlemen. Welcome to the Low Rollers Club.
Wow.
Your stunned target disappears in a wisp of cloud. Oh my god. And Zinj Tail appears behind you, and the first thing that you start hearing is that just kind of excited rat breathing from behind you.
Why would you do that now, Nenners? We had a full round of. Well, no, I guess
Figured it out.
You had
Yeah.
stunned.
No, I
Yeah.
figured it out. I stunned them, they disappear.
Yeah.
I stunned my guy, he disappeared. I stunned this guy, he disappeared. So I just have to get over there and stun them.
Locke is like, I figured it out, guys.
I don't know. We keep
I
getting
got it.
wrecked every time a new guy shows in. Maybe let's focus one down first. We were
But
getting there on the
Polonius-
Bobasher bitch. I mean, he has 8 lives, but
Your turn.
Ah, it's you again! Yes! I was waiting for you. All right, so I got a couple questions.
Okay. Yeah,
Do I
let's
get
go.
to hand this guy like a 64 bill?
What do you? Oh, because he's
damage
coming back. No. It doesn't add up over time. It does seem as
Okay.
though it
Oh.
was active, but time was kind of put on pause for him. So when he comes back,
Okay, got it.
if
I
your spell
literally
is
meant
still
damages
on, like
for your shop.
concentrating,
I
Okay.
desire compensation.
then-
Oh boy. So he still has that. Oh, I did burn a level 2 because I was healing. Why does acid damage suck? It's so cool thematically, but it's
It is.
mechanically, it's
Yeah,
awful.
they're like, have D4s and fuck you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I was not ready for this. I thought for sure Joe was gonna fucking kill me again.
I thought he was gonna get 4 out of 4 shit
Alright.
rolls.
One more time.
I mean, maybe, but I want to point out that if I had rolled minimum, it would have been a 1 on the die plus 1 on each of my D4s, and you still would have outrolled me.
God damn.
That not 0 is impressive.
He is going to shit. Make more sense to No, just swing. Okay. He is. There's no place to hide, really. No,
This
wait.
is go time, Nanners. Don't go for cents. Go for dollars.
He's fine. Okay, thank you.
God damn it.
He's gonna cast fire bolts. Watch reload fire.
Hey, rolled one
at
better
him.
this time. That's a 7.
My guy. I love you. What is happening? Yeah, that does not hit.
Scheme of
So
fire.
sorry.
Thank you, Jesus Christ.
Wait. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Oh wait. Hold on. We swapped guys. Okay. No, you still missed, but you were close on the firebolt. That one absolutely does hit. He'll take the 8 points. I got so used to the other guy that I was like, wait, that's not it. Okay. You blasted with Skiva just managed to land as your firebolt misses him, and then the bolt of fire hits him. Once again.
He has advanced targeting system. And then he's gonna disappear into the clouds again. Hello. I can make it. I can totally make it. I can make it all day, actually. Okay, that's what he's
For the
going.
last 3 rounds, up until this 4 strike that finally hit, you could have been rolling a D10 and still would have had room for improvement.
All right, look, I don't need you bringing him down. Lock, you're up.
I'm right down in the bottom of the barrel with you. I'm missing most of my shit.
Yeah, you're putting reality to it.
Remember when I rolled 4 D20s and got 3 6s?
Joe, what?
Remembers.
We must have been
Gosh.
horrible
Listen,
people.
this is
in
where
our
the story's
previous
meant to
lives.
end.
What the fuck?
One way or the other.
Well, Luck is very confused. Because
Yeah.
what the fuck? I just stunned someone. Then
Yup.
fucking disappear to the fucking clouds. So I'm just, oh, you motherfucking fucker.
Shit ass fuck. God damn.
Alright, I'm gonna punch you now. You get punched instead. Here, have an apple sandwich.
Oh, that
Or
doesn't
not.
Oh no.
Or
hit.
not.
Doesn't hit. That hits.
Wheels. Thank goodness.
Yeah, just
Ooh.
the last one. With
Apparently
frustration.
12 is the
right in
magic number.
face.
We need to hit 12s, because then we hit things.
Jesus fuck. Jesus fuck. Okay.
Jesus fuck is accurate.
5.
Ah, that's minimum damage. Okay. 5 damage.
Yeah.
All right. Takes the punch.
1 plus 4. What the fuck?
That is fucking wild. As you kind of float up and do damage, just doesn't seem to even look at you. Just hisses. Still acid burning and on fire, but is not focused on. Yep.
Yep.
The gods have forsaken me.
Yep.
It is the lost and the damned here tonight, gentlemen.
Oh no! That's 5 fingers of damage. It is. You got 1 point of damage for every finger that you laid hands on him with. Okay. Locke is at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to.
I snarl at him, but he's not as fearful as Thelonious, so he's not gonna.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be under the same effects. He is going to walk away from you, so you will get a attack of opportunity on him.
Don't fucking hit this time, bitch.
Let me just see how far he can go. Okay, so he's gonna.
Whoa! Look, bless.
Yep. I'm with you there, Evie. Let's go. I'm driving to their headquarters tonight. I'll pick you up on the way.
Come and talk to them right now. He's gonna move over there. He is going to get a perception check to see if he can confirm where you are, because I do believe this.
Target confirmed.
Yeah, that you can see. Okay, so yeah, he does need to confirm that you're there. He does have good perception though.
I'm very hidey.
Which,
because I had no action to actually hide, but yes, I'm very hidey.
Please roll me a Constitution saving throw as he is casting Blight on you.
Oh, all right. Con save.
Oh, I rolled really well.
Are you fucking?
Also, his DC is not 18. It should be, I think, 17. I think that's too high. I mean, unfortunately, it doesn't quite matter, but...
It does indeed matter, Foos.
Oh, are you Flash of Genius yourself?
I will not fall to such weak sorcery! Ha!
Stupid tricks, Thelonious.
Just kind of coming your way, but it's just...
Pathetic rats. Bad!
But you take half damage, so you only take 21 points of necrotic damage. Yeah, that was a good roll for me. It was
stop that.
It was almost all 7s and 5s across the board. But yeah, you do manage to save. That's his action. Oh, never mind. Yeah, bonus action, it doesn't do anything. Ben!
That's me.
That's
I
Ben.
moved him so very far. He's all the way over there.
I did move him so very far.
Like there's over here, and there's over there, and then there's all the way over there. That's where you put him. Okay.
Because that's where Thelonious keeps hiding.
And I keep double checking my spell list. Like I don't just have a whole bunch of hit shit with magic right up close. And Eldritch Blast. So I'm going to use the one tool
Eldritch
in
Blast,
the
baby.
tool belt that does what I
Let's
needed
go.
to in this particular instance. And with the illusionist bracers, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it twice over.
Let's go.
Actually, real quick, I want to kind of get a vibe based on what we've been through and what's happening now. This is before we've all been we've been dealing with individually. People are coming. Like, is the fact that my guys show up first mean that I'm essentially the target and this whole thing, the rest of it's kind of distracting, or is this just entirely new? Like, it's hard to judge.
Yeah. You give me an insight on the situation. See if
I
you
don't
can
know if there's anything
deduce.
more I would know. That button. No, probably not.
Oof. You're not sure. Yeah, it's unclear.
That's all right. That was really a trick to burn that one so I could do this and that and this and that.
Oh shit, those all hit!
Fucking redemption! Let's go!
I just can't hit my guy. Oh, we got
Holy
ignore the 3. Let me turn that off for the rest of these.
Yeah,
That's a 2 and 4 and 6 and 8. Oh, lame. Match 12, 17.
Okay. You are actually doing a bonkers more amount of damage.
Oh, is
because
that 8 carry over there too?
Your radiant is transferring into each of these Eldritch blasts.
So 17 plus an additional what? 32?
32, because it's 8 times 4. So, from the back, as Zidgetail turns the corner and gets the sort of blight off on you, just gets absolutely pelted in the back with radiant force damage.
Well, then what will be slightly different, because normally I'm stabbing into dirt and then shooting the rock off this. A, there's no dirt, and B, I've got this connection. So basically, I'm just gonna like swipe down and like an exaggerated thing, and just 4 little meteorites will break off of the earthen hand and streak at this
That's
dude
cool.
with
That's
the radiant
awesome.
energy from the sword.
Yeah,
My fiefling servant is potent, is he not?
Of course, you need all the help you can get.
His armor is getting like blasted off of him from these shots, but he's wheezing. He does not look good. that took a huge chunk of his hit points off.
Your
actually,
tail
bonus
is
action-
anemic and weak.
I'm gonna stay here because this is where based on what we've seen, they come back where they leave. So eventually, my guy's showing up again, and he's showing up here.
Eventually, yeah. All right. Well, that means that we're at the top of the round. You know what to give me?
God damn it. Stop it.
Yo, Locke's killing it. Genuinely.
Locke's the only one with a bonus.
Oh shit! My bad. I spoke too soon. All right. Well, with that, with the lowest roll of 17, Zingetail disappears in a wisp of cloud.
So close.
And out of the other clouds comes the other assassin, and he has enough movement to. Oh, I should probably
I
put him
forgot
on
to roll
the.
concentration. My bad. Hold up.
Oh yes, thank you for remembering. Oh, you know what? I'm on the measurement tool.
Doesn't particularly matter because I could just will myself to save, but I'm good.
Yeah,
it's
he's
23.
You're good. You're good to go. He does come out unstunned, and rushes up to.
That's a shame. Can we stun him again?
It's like time was paused
There you
for Zingetail So he didn't take damage. Why is time not paused for stunned dude? But no.
Brain
Okay,
damage.
so yeah.
Yeah. Well,
13 does not hit.
that carries over because it's a consistent, like a concentration spell that maintains the stun. Unfortunately, I know what you're saying, and I fully hear
No,
you.
I get it. 13 doesn't hit.
13 absolutely does not hit, and that's it. Oh no, he makes 2 attacks. I'm sorry, he
No,
doesn't
he
make 2
doesn't.
attacks.
It's only one.
No,
Get
he
out
does.
of here.
He does
What are
make
you
2
talking
attacks.
about? It's
Which makes me realize I think I only had him attack once that one time. I don't remember.
No,
Anyway,
you're good. He's fine. He's just that's too.
that does
It's too
that
high.
does hit. That is too high. I agree.
That is too high.
Constitution saving throw, which I don't know, because this might. Was it 15? Oh, you're 1 short.
Yeah.
You're 1
I'm out of
short.
dice.
Yeah, she has been throwing D4s at everyone.
Cat.
It might be on cooldown at this point. People have been really good about giving you. Giving
by
you
no
guys
means
points.
complaining. And this is.
So that does mean you take full. So that's 30 points of damage, I believe, altogether. So I think you're up with 1 hit point according to what I currently see.
Yep. 1 hit point.
But still up. That's the end of his turn because he only gets those 2. Oh wait, hold on.
That's the end of his turn. Oh wait, he gets a second attack. That's the end of his
sorry.
turn.
No,
Oh
he
wait, I got some
I
more
know. I'm
bullshit.
so sorry. I keep doing that. I'm like,
I got
you're
some
safe.
more
You're
heat.
not safe. You're not safe. Posture check. Thank you, Vugly. He does. He is a swashbuckler, which does mean he gets a sneak attack, which
No, he
I'm not gonna bother to roll
Nope.
because you have 1 hit point left. So as long as he hits, which he already did. So with another stab, sinking into you, lights out for poor Locke a second time. That's the end of his turn. Felwiska, you are up.
The stabby Nofa keeps. All those teeth that she
Didn't
never
even-
bites.
Didn't even get the chance. Didn't even get the chance to comment to this guy. Why do you even care? I'm already dead.
I mean, that's been the running theme of this campaign. Why do those people give a shit? They already killed us.
Yeah, like
You
but
succeeded.
It's not
Move
even
on.
that I was specifically being hunted.
Yeah, exactly.
He was
That's just a
he was
whoops.
there when I was. Yeah, he just happened to kill me while I was distracting from them chasing someone else.
Yeah.
Why did you care? But yeah,
See, now that raises
yeah.
a question to me. If you hunt a changeling and then mount their head as a trophy, can you get it to change shapes like every day? So you have like a
imagine
constantly
not.
changing trophy?
Super morbid, and I'm sure that's a no.
I mean,
they
not if
revert
you're not
to their
fun.
true form after they die.
I bet someone can magic it up.
Joe. Fugly is not happy with you.
I told you, y'all are
God.
vanilla. You keep talking about how dark these campaigns are. I'm like, not really.
Thelonious floats over. This is not. I'm not a primary caretaker. Pulls out a syringe, just flings the fucking cork into no man's land. Dink dink. I don't have too many more of these. Have you ever? Wear armor. What is wrong with you? But just jams it in there. Just no bedside manner whatsoever. I imagine it burns slightly, but you get some hit points back. That's a fucking amazing roll. That's 24 back.
Woo!
Just throws away the syringe. Could you stop stabbing? Oh, Skibo! Fire!
Yeah, go for it. Oh my
Okay.
god, yeah. Super
No
hits, nice.
MVP.
Also, y'all beat his ass when he first showed up, so he came back bloodied, and is taking even more damage. So
Also, why are you yelling that you're not the primary caretaker? We know the primary caretaker got to live again. You are absolutely the secondary caretaker.
But he's the only one here that makes it the primary.
oh god. Action, bonus action, movement. Is that it?
I think I have a little bit of movement left. I was over here?
I was not measuring for you, so I'm not sure.
I mean, just kind of maybe.
Oh yeah, because you're using your intelligence to move. Yeah, you can move all
Yeah.
over this place.
He's gonna scoot just a little bit back.
Sure thing. With that brings us to Locke, which is your turn.
Right. So, deja vu. Didn't this just happen like a minute ago?
Literally, yeah.
Pops back up, snarls in this dude's face, and as Locke is like winding back to just full on tornado hit this guy, he's like, why do you care? You didn't even know who or what I was before you killed me.
I don't know what you are now.
Snarling in his face, like full teeth on display.
In full frustration.
Dumping a flurry of blows into this one.
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay,
and
okay,
only 2 of them hit, I guess.
Yes, I do believe so. First and last hit. That's on character
Tell
sheet.
you, lost in the damage.
Still the only person who's crit on our side of the board, though.
Indeed.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true. That's
Multiple times.
There's one.
Yeah.
That's true.
and there's 2. There you go.
Okay, nice. 24, I believe.
Yep.
Which means he is looking back. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, both of those. You see that the last 2 that you missed was like a desperation for him to not get hit, because that could have been lights out, most likely. But as you ask the question and fire off with the fights, because of your passive insight as well, you see just a flash of kind of confusion hit his face before he just kind of resumes his defensive maneuvers here. But you managed to move away, of course, because mobile's dope.
And it's like full on. Locke is Tasmanian deviling this shit. Like,
yeah.
Punch, kick. And only one of each hit. But yeah, so like, Locke is just like, what the fuck do you want with me, dude? You don't even know what or who I am. Why do you care?
What is happening? Awesome.
What is happening right now?
That brings us to Ben.
It worked so well last time.
Oh shit!
Those all hit. You do not need to roll damage. The radiant damage alone is going to knock him out. What does it look like as you pummel him with radiant eldritch blasts?
Yeah, it's that same altered version where it's just like the commander like holding the sword up to like tell archers to fire. Just sweep it down, and then just again fragments will shatter off of like the base of the wrist, and just kind of build up in speed. It looks like things entering the atmosphere, where they're like starting
Like
to burn up
meteors,
with radiant energy as they just
That's
increase in
awesome.
velocity, and then just drill into this dude.
You see him kind of turn to face Liu Locke, likely just keeping his eyes on his target, but as the sort of radiant meteors are coming from behind, he locks eyes with you for a second and just, I don't understand. Before all of them seem to hit him in the back, and he seems to burst into sort of silvery clouds, similar to what you're currently being surrounded by, but you watch him just fully dissipate, not even get mixed in with the clouds that are surrounding this area or attacking anybody, just fully evaporates. He is off of the initiative list, as you guys have murdered him dead. Are you moving at all, Ben? Or...
Oh, I know where this guy's coming back.
All right, I need my wisdom saving throws.
Do I even need to make
Oh yeah, you don't need
for
to.
now?
Yeah, Locke doesn't need to anymore. Is that a fucking tie roll from you
No.
two?
It is. It is.
Oh right, you didn't have
He
advantage.
doesn't have advantage. Please give me d20s,
Technically,
you two.
Netters rolled an 8 on the dive. That does anything.
You
for you.
did, yeah. But that happened last time too. You guys tied, and I had you roll again anyway. It's a 10 and a 7.
Oh, let's go.
Oh my god.
Who needs
Felonious,
11 through
that's your-
20 on the die? We make do.
We were fine. We're cheap dates. This is great.
Back by the sword, you hear the just like hyperactive breathing of the clan scryer rat coming back.
Coming for you!
That's the end of that turn. So Thelonious, you are up. Your enemy has returned.
I smelled your treacherous hide coming. He takes 4 points of
Okay, yeah. Uh-huh.
incredible damage.
Incredible damage. Look,
Yeah.
everything helps, you know?
He's firebolt. Nope, I fucking cast it. Don't. Yep, that was my bad.
Oh my god!
Hey, I got above a 10. That's
Let's
amazing.
go!
Look at me.
Oh yeah!
No, I do more than that, actually. Hold on. I keep forgetting to add that. Because my alchemical mastery, I believe I added 5 to that. Just double check. Chemical savants.
Yeah, I think it's your
Restores hit points or damage that deals acid, fire, necrotic. Poison. Yeah, so, yep, that's fire. So it's 21.
extra 5. 21, yep. Very nice.
And then, Skivo! Fire! Yes! You are my favorite! Yes!
Oh
Yes,
my
yes.
god.
So that's
Holy
what, 30
shit.
total?
A lot of damage, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on one second.
I told you, I'm going to drown you in your own screams!
You see a little bit of confusion coming over him for a second before he kind of shakes it off.
The great horn rat reject you! Send you here!
But he is ready to attack you again, looking real bad. Fucking great damage on your end. Locke, which is your turn.
All right, just a second. All right, good to know. Coming at you, and look strike. Ah,
Monk should go. Yep, hits.
Ah.
Yep, hit. Yep, hits.
another one. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
Doing all the
Awesome.
work. Let's go.
Fuck you. Fuck you, and fuck you.
Nice.
It's good to see Many Teeth honoring pact.
Watch just briefly goes fucked. What the fuck?
On-site
All right,
healthcare, not free.
Amazing. All right, is that the end of your turn? Okay. I didn't hear a sound in the chat. What's happening? Amazing. Okay. With that, he's going to use his bonus action to. I realized he had this and he was just too busy focusing, but he's gotten swung on one too many times. He's going to use his bonus action to scurry away, which is his it's a bonus action, and get up to you and use his halberd on you up close and personal. As best he can, at least.
So bonus action scurry away means that I don't get.
It's a disengage.
opportunity?
Yeah, exactly. It's a bonus action disengage. And he is going to use his new Fang Forge on you, which he had only ever used the spells on you, but you seem to be saving through every single one. So 2 attacks. Okay.
The first one misses. The second, fucking 26. Yeah, that hits.
26. Yeah, I imagine that'll hit. All right. So he is going to roll his damage. Hold on. This looks wrong.
Yeah, it looks way too high.
Pardon me.
Be like...
Something looks wrong about that dice, but I'll no. Okay, it did roll correctly. All right. It looked like it was double. Menace, do you love me? I rolled on the 2d8 roll 2 1s.
I saw that. Thank you for it.
I mean, on the 2d6, you rolled a 6 and a 5, so you know.
I did. On the 8s, you want those to roll well for me, but it does not work. God damn. Anyway, that is the advantage of. Yep. Actually, wait. I don't know if this is a save. This might just be. Oh no, you have resistance against the damage, so you take half of that. Right.
Correct.
Yeah. Sinchale's shitty turn is over. That brings us to Ben. Oh gosh.
I mean,
Your poison is wanting like your will.
almost feels a little redundant, but I mean, it's fucking working. So.
No, let's fucking go for it.
Do some of those.
We have a crit. We
There you
finally
go.
I'm capable
Yo!
of them.
Damn.
Yes!
go.
Yes!
Oh my god.
I'm so happy for you, man. You've
We're
rolled
so
35
proud of
times
you.
tonight, and you finally got a
Ooh,
crit.
what a crit!
What a fucking crit. Holy
Damn.
hell.
Very, very good.
Nice.
Yeah, a second time, Thelonious in your face, just kind of heaving and seething, and there's no blood coming out of him, but you imagine that's what he'd be kind of wheezing on at the moment. But with his halberd ready to kind of strike at you again, raised up, he gets pummeled once again by radiant force damage, as that hand seems to just kind of send it down like meteors, and as he seems to kind of burn up and get blasted to bits into sort of that cloudy residue that the other one left as well. You hear him just,
Great horned rat. We'll never take you.
and starts to kind of disappear
What?
into the
Come
clouds.
back! Give me a skull! I've earned it! And he's just, just chasing.
Fucking incredible. Which brings us to the top of the round once again. Actually, I
Let
have
me make a wisdom save real quick.
You don't.
Joe, one more time for old time's sake. Let's go.
I was gonna say, for one last time, if you could please. Oh, that was Dennis.
You just rolled a D0. You crit, so it's not even as good. It's a green zero.
It's a green, exactly.
Man,
It's a green.
another 3 on the board. I
God,
wouldn't great.
seeing a 1 and it not be red is so funny. So it's like, oh, I can go lower. Yeah, your mortal restraints don't work on me. Thelonious, you are up. Seeing the clouds seem to bring back the Bobard bitch. For the great horned rat. For the horned rat, excuse me. That is, you get a D4 from Kits.
Oh, kid, I love you. What? I'm probably. This guy's hard as hell to hit, isn't he? Shiza. I knew this was coming. I'm at his level 2s. I guess I could caustic brew him. Oh no, he's the god of dexterity. That's not gonna land. He needs. And he knows that. He's watched him dodge everything he's thrown at him. Yeah, I guess he's just gonna. Well, actually, I have a plan. Come here! And he grabs Skivo and takes one of his potions, and he's gonna burn one of his experimental elixirs and put basically like the potion of boldness in there. But it's like from a alchemical point of view, it's like nitrous. It's like, get in there! Yes! So he's now double blessed. So I imagine that's his action, and his bonus action will be to command him to fire. And he's gonna obviously move.
Double blessed? So
yes.
that's 2d4
so
when you roll?
Of course I roll that. Amazing. But yeah, so it would be a 30-minute, 40 to 32.
Yeah, no, he absolutely hits.
And
go ahead and
she
roll
takes
your
8 force
for him.
damage. Yes, it works! I am a genius without Pierre. That is the end of his turn.
Fucking amazing. That does work. He does take the damage. He's still not looking great, but he is still up. Locke, you are up.
Okay, so I'm assuming that since we are out of the light, that it is shadowy enough for me to shadow step.
Oh, you could shadow step into the clouds. I think because of where he is, you're still getting some of the radiant light from the weapons. They are shining down on everybody a little bit. It's not. Is it dim light as well? I can maybe.
Dim light or darkness.
I guess. Tell me this: how bright am I glowing now?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, no, yeah.
I may be ruining all your best laid plans.
No,
Yeah,
that's actually
well,
good because
that
you'll
is-
cast a shadow.
Well, it's true. You could just go into his
yeah.
shadow.
Do me a favor, post your thing, so just so I can see that.
Okay, shadow step. Dim light or darkness.
Yeah,
It
the
doesn't
skinny
even say
bit.
like. It doesn't even say like the size of it or anything. I'll say that you can step into a shadow. Yeah. Ben's light is casting a shadow against the bowbard. It's probably like 10 feet behind him, but that's way closer than you need to be, so you can teleport in.
Alrighty. So, boom, right there. Advantage either way, but...
Yep.
And you know what? My enemy is gone, so let's Flurry of Blows this.
Oh, that misses.
Doesn't
Yes.
hit.
That hits?
I hope it does. Okay, I'm just like, I hope that hits.
Yeah, that misses.
Fuck.
Yep.
That hits.
Okay. So...
I'm going to use my D4 on your
God damn it,
24.
Foos.
If I get a 3 or 4, it misses. Because I just got one. Oh, okay, it's you're all set. Very nice. All right, so that's 2 hits. Yes. Then ding, ding, ding.
Nope.
Wait, hold on. What does she need to? AC is what, 22?
Yes.
Roughly? All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Kit, I love you, brother. That enough? That's 21. Fuck! I tried. Sorry.
Damn it.
Yep.
Gotcha. No, you're good. Good.
But also, a stunning strike.
Gotta give a stunning strike. We gotta. All right. Con. Natural 2, baby.
Shit.
Ben.
I
on
just
your
want to put out
turn. Okay.
real quick. I fought this person before plenty of times on my higher level character. I've made him save at least a dozen times. Never below a 25 was what I was doing.
I know.
Every single time. Didn't matter what I did. It was at minimum 25. I think it was as high as 30 at one point.
I'm starting to think this
so-
isn't him at his full strength.
Nobody likes me.
He does have a +5 to his... Like,
I've been
he
seeing
does
his
have a
bonuses, and
+5 to his con save.
they're not insane.
Nobody likes
She
me.
rolled a fucking 2.
He's only taken like one cheating bastard turn.
That's good. That's a very good point.
That is just a reaction. Okay. That being said, all that out of the way. Ben, you are delivered on a platter, a target with 2 hit points left, and stunned. It is your turn.
I mean, you've set me up for failure by saying those things.
I know, that's the best part. I already got my D4 out of the way, so if you barely make it, you will still make it.
Well, as much as I have better odds by rolling 4 times, and I could just back up and do it, that doesn't feel good.
That's not what he would do. Yeah.
Doesn't feel right. So what we do...
Well, you could like hand
is
to the
that-
face and just...
I mean, I still managed to miss one.
You still would. Okay. Also, I think you rolled 2 3s and a 4,
Yeah.
and then you rolled a 17.
This is the second time I've had advantage twice and rolled
And
6
the
or
first
less.
3 rolls are so sad. Yeah, a 29 absolutely hits. What does it look like as you get the final blow on him?
It's a good job he had such shit health.
On
and I
every
had the
single one of our
radiant,
enemies,
'cause
too.
That was a bunch of ass damage too. Uh, trying to remember where the final blow.
All 3 killing blows? Holy shit!
I mean, turns out having +8 to all of your attacks
Yeah, that
damage
does help,
and being
for
able
sure,
to
yeah.
spam a bunch of Eldritch Blast is a way to rack up some numbers.
Yeah,
That worked out.
3 for 3. What does this look like?
I'm trying to remember. Did I get shot like directly in the center of the chest when I died?
Oh, when he
Yeah.
he shot
I
you.
mean, I got
couple
shot a whole bunch of places. Yeah.
Yeah, at first it seemed to slow you down, so you got shot on like the calf, the thigh, and the wing. But yeah, the last few were kind of center massed.
It's gonna be just a stab through the chest and then a Spartak kick, and it doesn't work that way, but it doesn't matter in Flavors Free, so it does trigger the booming blade when he just moves, because he collapses voluntarily via being dead, and that moves him 5 feet. So with the shattering of stone echoing through this endless space, one last flare of radiant energy and just shove him off my sword.
The
Locke
stab
will
goes off.
happily rip that away.
I'm just gonna scooch out of here. You don't seem to need me right now. Just see myself out with this sort of last attack and blast of boom, burn, slashing, and radiant damage. He, much like the others, seems to dissipate into clouds. And although the others had facial expressions you could read, there is something that seems a little off as he kind of disappears into some of the clouds that are around you. And the swirling and the speed of not only the clouds around you, but the speed in which all three of you are falling only seems to get faster. And as you are all kind of coming down from the adrenaline of the fight, the speed of your falling does not seem to help ease you at all. But all three of you at the same time hear the laughter of an infant. And that is where we will end our episode.
I like that.
Incredible. Okay, so
I was fully prepared
amazing...
for Bo Bitch to have 3 other lives. I was like, we're not done.
We gotta fucking fight for years. This is gonna suck. But no, fucking incredible job. We did go over our time, but I hope it's not too bad for you guys. I forgot to ask because it was going so quickly.
You asked before we got to this.
I forgot. I know, but I was gonna ask it again when we were going. But anyway, let's go through everybody. Let everyone introduce themselves. When we come back with these 3, it will be the last episode of Awakenings.
Exciting.
I know, I'm excited to say it at the same time. I'm gonna kill everybody. The fate of the final 3 will be apparent. And if you had lost this fight, you would not have made it to the next stage. So great job all around. But I will let my brother Netters start us off. Tell people who you is, what you doing, how you living.
I'm living large, baby. I'm rolling 1s, I'm rolling 2s, 6s all night. It's amazing. Myself and my esteemed co-founder of the Low Rollers Club are representing hard tonight. Shout out to Evie. You are very quickly rising in the ranks. You are a rising star. We're very excited. I don't know, you crit like
12
She's the only one who got all these crits, though.
She did.
You bounced it back.
Yeah, we were all
he's a harsher
rolling like shit. I just happened to get a couple of crits in there.
Just balance out the outliers. But anyway, I'm Netters. I'm gonna be hopefully DMing the last episode of Legacy tomorrow. Like I said before, Shadowrun is on the horizon. Hopefully the 15th. Very excited about that. It's gonna be a mess. Should be great. I don't want to ramble too much because it is late, so I'm gonna kick it off to Evie.
Okay, you're going in reverse order this time. Hi, I'm Evie, the Disaster GM. Briefly over here on Foozca's channel. Normally you can find me on Ultra Deco Archives, where I run a cipher system based game called Empyrean Rising about a bunch of would-be heroes that sometimes aren't very heroic, discovering themselves in a world changed by the rise of magic's return. We will be gaming this Sunday at 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific, where we find out what happens when a dragon nature guardian uses their own blood and a bit of magical shrapnel to ask nature for aid. It's gonna be a time. It's gonna be a time. They probably won't die, unlike tonight. But we also have another game in the works. I can't tell you when it's going to happen yet, but it's going to be exciting, and you guys should definitely tune in and check back for news as it comes out. Joe.
It's me.
Joe, the Joe Man Joe.
I mean, I'll be here for the end of Legacy tomorrow. And then I won't be here Saturday because I'm not invited and it's not happening anyway. And then on Sunday, we should be back with some D&D, Dispel Logic, pick up where we left off. We were hosting a fancy dinner party for people we were obligated to host. And when we came down, they were all murdered. And the person who murdered them was just there. And so I started running. I was still a barbarian at heart, even if I'm not anymore. So I started running in a fight, and then that was where we had to end. And it's been like forever. So we get to go jump back into that energy. And when I'm not there, I'm on my Cosmic God doing stuff with beavers and such. Virtual beavers. They're not real beavers. Don't worry. I'm not a qualified animal person. Yeah, it's me and all my things. So, Foos.
Hi. It's me, Bruce. This has been super awesome. I'm both very excited for the finale and sad at the same time because this has been super awesome. The cast has been amazing, and even though it has whittled down to 3, there's still a lot in store, and we'll all figure that out next time. But yes, I'll be back on this channel for the finale of Legacy, where I get to retire Ravaya, and that is wild to me.
Retire
Ravaya. We will not have difficult terrain, but then the week after that, I'll be back on Rev's channel for our wonderful Pathfinder episode, which is super fun. And I know Nunners and I have a few other things in the works that we can't announce yet, but we'll see how things go and what that looks like. But likely next month, we're going to have some other fun new things kind of popping up on the horizon. Exciting. Anyway, all that shit out of the way. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. Thank you for all the inspirations. You guys genuinely turn the tide in some situations. So the chatters
sometimes against us.
So much.
Yeah, sometimes against us.
Guys made the difference.
Yeah.
Guys made the difference.
At first, on paper, when I was first figuring this fight out, I was like, "There's no way they're going to survive all 3 at the same time. That's ludicrous." So I was like, all right, we'll have this cool round robin situation going on, but they all do incredible damage when they hit you. So I was like, it's still fucking scary. But no, that was the inspiration rolls came in clutch, and that was awesome. So
yes,
thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for helping the players. And we're gonna go raid I never know how to say her name, and I super apologize. Glazer? I'm sorry. I know she's a big participant in Girls Run These Worlds, and there was a time where we were streaming, and Ava was suggesting who we raid, but she DM'd me on Discord, and I read it too late, and I was dingus, so we didn't get the chance to raid her. So we're gonna go raid her now, especially because I have been following her for a bit. I just haven't been able to do so. So we're gonna go raid her. Please give her some love, and again, thank you so much for hanging out. Tune in next week for our finale and stuff and things. But yes, have a wonderful night. Thank you, my players, and thank you everybody else. Good night, and give Glazia all the love.